Hey everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Hoist the Colors!
Hello.
Yarg.
Yarg.
Yar.
I'm experimenting with a new little chat bot thing, so let me know how that goes. I need to fix it up already. But how is everyone?
Not great.
Doing
Opinionated.
Doing all right.
And
Over a fever. That's about it.
you had a fever?
Yeah. No, it was coming
Midnight
on when
fever.
I dipped last night when we were playing games.
Oh god.
Yeah.
See, I thought you sounded a little bit unwell, but I thought it was just tiredness. I guess
No,
it was more.
I was getting bouts of lightheadedness, so I went mid-food and it just got worse.
God.
Ah. Big oof.
Goof indeed.
I had to call off work and then slept for 10 hours.
Hell yeah.
Sleep is good.
Greed is good. I mean,
What? Who said that?
So anyway,
Yeah,
here's
and-
why it's not going to be Nethys that dies.
Nethys
Right.
is gonna die.
It's not going to be him.
yeah, if it was Nephis, then they'd have to rename the entire archives, and I don't
Okay.
think Paizo's going to do that to them.
No, see, the thing is, they wouldn't, because the Starfinder is still called the Archives of Nethys, and Nethys doesn't exist in Starfinder.
Okay,
So-
so I
Truth-
have my own opinions, and I literally think it's gonna be Aridin 2 Electric Boogaloo, because he's just been chilling on an island in the middle of the Eye of Abednego, sipping margaritas.
I really
So what you're
love the
saying
idea
is somehow
that
Aradin
he-
returned?
Yeah, he returns just to die again.
I really love the idea that he purposely fucked up prophecy and made himself a hurricane. He was like, I'm getting a hurricane and I'm fucking over prophecy so no one can find me.
Wouldn't be the first time Aridin's done something like that.
God bless. I really love my belief is he just really wanted some away time, and so he's like, I'm making a hurricane, and fuck it, no one will be able to find me if I just disable prophecy.
Yeah, screw you, I am a day. I want to
Okay.
break.
We're just gonna, completely cripple an entire species with the Cyclopses just so I can have margaritas on my own little island.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like he absolutely decimated a whole entire culture by linking his lifespan with a tree.
He also made the pug people.
He
Yeah,
also,
okay, Aradin, I'm glad Aradin died.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, look, he,
And let's not talk about all the stuff that happened with the Rasny.
what's the other one? Slight spoilers for Extinction Curse.
Yeah.
Aradin is also responsible in part for the troglodytes, because in order to raise the Starstone to Absalom, he completely destroyed a subterranean jungle. That,
Which was
What
their home.
yeah,
dick.
Oh
and
yeah.
he turned it into a desert.
The ubiquitous opinion of Aridin is he was a dick, and neutral is in heavy quotes for him being a lawful neutral deity.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to defend him, but I will say in his defense, very human god, so it works.
Well, yeah. Aridin is the god of humanity.
I'll be honest, I feel like neutral might be in heavy air quotes, but like when evil is literally the devil, it's like, yeah, neutral. Throw a neutral on there.
It can get a little bit complicated, I understand that.
I mean, Asmodeus is a nice guy, I hear. Great with the
Okay.
fiddle.
At least he'll deal with you in good faith.
Even better if
So
you actually
anyway-
worship him.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be Lamashtu that dies, just as an FYI.
That wouldn't surprise me. Lamashu is probably the furthest one from what Paizo is now as a company and what it's going towards, especially seeing as a lot of Lamashu's areas of concern.
Well,
It's gonna be Desna, for sure.
They're not killing Desna. People would riot if they killed Desna.
Exactly, that's the point.
You'd
Yeah,
think they're gonna try to trigger the libs with
Oh,
who
God.
they kill.
Um,
End wokeism by killing Desna. We got this.
God.
The
That's how it works,
wokest
right?
god. If you kill the wokest deity, then there is no wokeism.
Who
Um,
will power Dark Brandon now?
Asmodeus dying it's possible because although he's not strictly an OGL god, he is kind of mixed in with the whole OGL god business, and we haven't had confirmation in that regard.
Yeah.
That does produce a very interesting power vacuum dynamic, though.
Yeah.
I'm just
Another one
like-
that I saw was that's pretty plausible is Caden Killian.
Oh no!
Being the god of heroes, opening that up to because with the introduction of the exemplars.
Yeah, I guess.
Hmm.
Hot take,
I'm
it's Saren Ray,
Guess
so
we'll
she
just
can go
have
back
to
to
wait
Critical Role.
and find out.
I feel like Asmodeus literally is like fucking mentioned in the goddamn fucking Bible and shit.
Oh yeah,
I don't think
Asmodeus
they'll-
is
Most
I don't-
devils are.
I
is
don't
not under
think
OGL whatsoever.
it's like okay, there's no way that they can try to copyright him, but go
No,
off.
no. Yeah, it's not even under OGL. It's can't be copyrighted.
Same for the
And
horseman.
look, let's be honest, they're bringing the Nephilim in for the remaster. So,
The Nephilim.
yeah.
Yo, we go into the high heavens.
I'm not sure yet, but it's going to be buck wild.
Down to the depths of hell and then back up to the high heavens.
Because apparently the film's going to be covering all like the planar scion type stuff as well, and it's just going to be like, oh, okay, cool. Ooh,
Definitely
Do
was
just
great
about
fun.
anything to not do anything neutral, won't they?
some game
Fuck
systems
neutral
will have.
clerics in specific.
Well, I mean, they actually did something, so they'll never have to address it again.
Yeah, no, right?
Remove alignment.
Boo.
Just imagine.
Fuck unconsecrated clerics in specific.
Just imagine the meeting where they were talking about the remaster in Paizo, and they're like, so people keep asking for like neutral options for champions and clerics, but none of us really want to do it. What should we do? How about we just get rid of alignment?
Oh, that's great. So
Alignment.
the
Yeah,
good
we like-
clerics
we like-
can be called holy, and the evil clerics can be called unholy. What about the neutral clerics? And then there's just the sound of like muffled guerrilla violence.
Or someone gets thrown out a window.
Yeah, that meme.
Oh, look, I'm not going to miss alignment whatsoever.
I am.
That's a personal thing. I understand why people are going to love it, have a lot of strong feelings about it, but look, spirit damage is going to make things a lot easier.
Were such a better guideline to begin
felt-
with, anyways.
I like Edicts and Anathema. I thought alignment damage was a really fun mechanic and should like I think it could have felt a little more powerful at times.
Yeah,
But like I liked it.
I will note the one thing that I'm disliking about the holy unholy is they're totally removing anarchic and axiomatic, and it's just like
I mean they might not be. The books haven't dropped yet.
It's so, speaking as a GM who has run this system for a couple of years now, alignment damage, while good in theory, is
situational.
it's very situational. It's a cognitive burden, which is one of my favorite little buzzwords, or buzz terms. It's a cognitive burden on both the GMs and the player. If you're introducing a new player to the system and you have to go through the ins and outs of alignment damage, like I have literally seen players' eyes just gloss over when we start going into it. Like, I hit him with a divine lance. Does it hurt him? and the GM has to scramble through and figure out the alignment so to find out if it does or doesn't.
See, this is why I don't think putting alignment damage on a cantrip was a good idea. But I think it would have been really cool to have, like, on a couple cleric blasting spells, to just, like, really turn the power up to 11 when you go up against, like, the things you are opposed to.
Yeah.
Like, just give you that
Well,
little
yeah.
extra buff to make you feel really powerful fighting the evildoers. I think that'd be fine.
Or even just a level 1 feat. Like, here, your spell is now versatile.
Like, one of my early considerations for it was just a feat that was like meta magic. It was a free use meta magic that turned your like alignment damage to force damage. But unfortunately, it did not pass muster because everyone was like, "No, that will be overpowered." Because few things have resistance to force, and it's like, yeah, no, few things have
That's the point.
weakness to force as well.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Before I jump into my announcements, though, does anyone have anything they want to talk about? Like any announcements? Cool
My
things that are going on?
33 paladin died last night.
Oh no! Actually, we were there for that.
Was that on the
wasn't we?
hardcore server?
Was
Yep.
it by a sergeant?
Ooh.
He
Where
could
the-
have lived had I used Blessing of Protection, but I didn't because I was
Aw.
panicking.
Yeah.
So words of wisdom. If you're gonna fucking die, don't panic. Just treat it as every other mob. And
He's
then
not
you'll
talking about a
probably
game.
live.
So just skill gap.
Just don't panic. It's on the back of the book in big red letters.
Don't panic. Do better.
Yeah, you should just get a sticky
good.
note to toss on your monitor for that.
I am not sticking anything on this monitor.
It is too new and too pretty.
It
Actually, I
is
haven't
too
seen a
new,
picture
it's
of it.
too pretty, and it is very large, and it is in charge.
Oh man. Well, all that said, I don't have much in the way of announcements besides we have Abomination Vaults tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if you're
Gads.
if you enjoyed this game and you want to see something that was, written by Paizo instead of me, then that's gonna be on. And players have what?
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 What was that?
Huh?
But the players have just reached level 10, so things are about to get a little bit, I don't want to say crazy, but
Gorsh.
they're about to go into like the final leg of the campaign, so it's a good time to kind of catch up and watch in and jump in and all that other fun stuff. Otherwise,
And you can do that on the Tabletop Obscura YouTube channel.
I was just about to drop the social. That has all my links, has all the YouTube and all the other fun stuff. The other one, and this is specifically for Hoist the Colors, I do have a Throne account, and one of the things I do have on the wish list at the moment is a crowdsourcing goal for Hoist the Colors in particular, for artwork. And it's just to get the players some custom artwork for their player tokens and all that other stuff. And it's also to get some like draft version or like sketch versions of some of the new monsters and other things that I've written and developed for this campaign, because I really think my players are going to start getting sick of seeing the same Arcata token over and over again. And I am looking for other art of it, but it's weirdly specific.
What? The tentacle dog?
The tentacle,
Specific.
Tentacle dog?
yeah,
He
but
wants
I've,
his shell back.
yeah, and others. Like, it's not just the shellback. There are other variants.
more.
Hell yeah, I've been
Good to
working on it.
know.
But you can click on that link. I got other stuff there. No pressure. It's just, any of the money that goes into there will go straight back into the stream and everything else that we're doing here.
Matt's made a Galapagos dog,
Like
but it's an
Galapagos dog,
aberration.
On purpose?
On purpose.
perhaps on purpose.
You do realize what I mean by when I say Galapagos, right?
Not the slightest clue. No.
I guess I'm just too smart for you guys, then.
Yep,
Smart.
that's what it is. Yep. Too smart. That is what it is.
Well, otherwise. And yes, I have a water bottle here. So I can do the hydrate thing. I also have coffee
Is
here.
Juliet spamming hydrate?
I'm
No.
not.
This
Someone
Jarl
else.
hobby.
No, someone else paid for hydrate. I'm not the only one who bugs Matt by telling him to hydrate.
Look.
Yeah. Matt, just don't stop drinking.
Stop. You're drinking.
See,
Hold on to the H2O.
it is kind of important because I usually have this bad habit of just drinking coffee more than actual water, and you are supposed to keep a little bit of a balance. So I do have
Yeah.
the water bowl here. I am drinking from it. Trust me.
Matt, that's a brilliant idea. Okay, so have hydrate
trust me.
water and hydrate coffee as two separate things.
But yeah, but then people
I
are just
have
gonna get me wired on
with
coffee.
I have
in class.
58k to spend, and that is what I will do.
Oh. Oh, okay. So Juliet the Cooliad spends their points on other things too. Okay.
I do.
Yeah. But yeah, I do not want to get wired on coffee.
Coward.
Oh, I got a point.
Oh, we're doing that, are we?
That point goes to Subshine, not.
Oh, that's true. I can only use that hero point
Damn it.
when under the water.
Well, our minds went to two completely different places.
Yeah, because I'm trying to keep this a family-friendly stream, Matt.
That
Say
means
it
we
like
don't
the-
mention
your
Subway,
first
eat
sentence
flesh.
when the stream started had fuck in it.
Well, we are past the 15-minute mark, so we can say fuck now.
Was I not supposed to say fuck before?
I honestly
Fuck.
don't. It's more for YouTube than anything else like that.
Oh.
I think this
Okay.
stream is mature.
It is. No,
Oh,
it
good.
absolutely is. But when I put the VODs up on YouTube, YouTube's like, oh, someone said fuck within the first 5 minutes. We can't have that.
My bad.
This is
It's
family-friendly
probably
stream,
me.
fuckers. Show some damn respect. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Also, I have changed the, how I do the villain point things. Like, you still spend the channel points and give me a villain point. But I have something different to what the players get. Visually speaking,
Oh?
on the overlay. Yep.
Okay.
Don't buy him one.
God damn it.
Well, I mean,
You-
clearly he's lying, so. I mean, nothing happened.
It's subtle.
It's
Oh, there's
It's subtle.
there's a background. Okay, yeah.
Glowing.
Is there something if there's more than one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
oh.
God.
Neat.
Oh my god, please stop powering him up! Look
If
at how
you-
powerful D10 has become!
For every villain point, Obscura needs to take 2 gulps of water. Ugh. Well, we don't want me running off too soon.
it.
But who remembers what happened last week?
Last
Somebody.
week we weren't here.
We weren't
Set a
here?
fire.
What
Last
happened
fortnight.
last
I
week?
was working an 8-hour shift.
Oh god.
I was spending time with my grandparent.
Okay, so last session, I have notes.
You have notes?
We went to the farm, and we killed all the zombies in Akata, and then we went to the shipyard, and, quote from the notes, Sunshine burnt that shit all the way down.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then Bart sent some people to go deal with the farm, and he looked at Sunshine very disappointedly for burning down the shipyard.
I thought we were gonna lie about that, and then we didn't. I was to the crew. It was like so honest with everyone around us. Just like,
You
oh,
were.
okay.
And look, I appreciate the honesty.
What, the honesty that I
does-
burnt that all the way to the ground? I was okay.
I mean-
Canonically, Sunshine didn't think he had done anything wrong. He
No,
was
that is true.
proud. He was like, "Look at what I did. I did a good." And then everyone was like, "No," and he was like, "What?
Man.
You're
See
telling
the
me
mission.
I didn't do a good?"
I did some fun pirate shit with the ropes and pulleys and leaping up to the ship to jump back off.
And I did fire.
Lots of fire.
Listen, what can I say? The sun is fire.
Except
and
you're
I
welcome.
Simply try to mimic her shine.
And no one can dampen her shine or something. I don't know.
No one can
I
steal
don't know
her
where you're going with
sunshine.
that one.
Sunshine burning things, thinking it's helping turn down a forest.
I'm helping.
Well,
That
those
said-
are aquatic plants anyways. They should have been living in the water if they didn't want to get burnt.
Skill
Trying to
issue on that
burn things
forest.
underwater.
If the forest just learned to perfect parry, this wouldn't be a problem.
Right?
Yeah, perfect parry and then opportune riposte. Come
It'd
on,
be fine.
the tree should have been a swashbuckler.
Skill issue.
Anyway, that is pretty much what happened last week, so I don't really have to go into too much detail in that regard. Well done.
So now we're getting ready for a party.
Well, first things
Oh,
first.
no.
The morning of the party.
So we have some.
Oh, I'm gonna assume we're healed back full.
Yes.
Zoom
You're
away.
all healed back to full. You have refreshed spell slots if that is something you need to do.
Imagine awakening well rested.
The
Other
ultimate
spell
fantasy.
slots.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
But, Sunshine,
Mm-hmm.
tonight's session will be opening with you as you hear someone calling out from outside of the ship. Hello, is anyone in there?
My head up. I poke my head up, but stealthily, and I'm hunting the prey of that person.
Well, give me a perception check.
Oh, you want a perception check?
Yeah.
What for?
Well, you're hunting them as prey.
Oh, okay. I don't. I just have to actively be engaged with them. I don't actually need to see them. I just need to know they like exist. Hunt prey is so good.
The
but
real
I would
question is, do
do
they
that
exist
perception.
or are you hearing things?
I'm gonna go with the latter.
Yeah.
You recognize the voice vaguely as the Wolf Master all of you met when you first arrived.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we have to move the ship.
I've got my hat. I'll put my hat and coat on and then scurry up. To see him.
Oh, hey there.
Ahoy there.
We need you to move the boat. We have a military vessel on the way in.
And is that like an immediate thing or?
That is, in fact, an immediate thing.
Okay. Matt, can I manage this ship alone?
How's your sailing lore?
I mean, I'm trained in it.
Because that's all that it really requires. There's an increased difficulty for doing it yourself.
But
Prolix is sleeping in the rig. Are we not staying at the? Oh, we're not there. We're at the inn, aren't we?
Yep.
only Sunshine is staying on the boat because we have a perfectly good boat. I don't need to pay for an inn.
Who needs a
So
comfortable
say,
bed?
I'm in the rig. No, I'm in the rafters of the tavern.
Yeah. So I can start trying to move. What are we trying to move to?
Oh, you just have to go into the bay.
Okay, and like anchor out there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can do that. That's probably not too hard. I'll roll you sailing.
Roll a one. Roll a one. Roll a one.
No, Matt. No, I will not.
No one has ever seen the skills you put to this sailing. Somehow
And
you
no
managed
one
to get it
ever
up on
will.
wheels.
No one ever will because Sunshine is alone.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can see that the Wolfmaster is actually very impressed with how quickly you go from being presumably asleep to getting the boat ready and just kind of sailing it just out before kind of like, dropping your anchor. And there is those couple of moments where you're like, oh wow, I did really well with that. And sure enough, it's just the follow-up for it of, oh god, no one was here to actually see that.
yeah. Yeah. Well, guess I will. If that's everything, that's that sorted.
Yeah, the Wolfmaster kind of waves and, there's a kind of a nod. He's not going to
I
salute you,
wave.
you're not an officer.
I'm not an officer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop over and swim in and go talk to the people in the bar and tell them I moved the ship.
Yeah, no, the Wolfmaster's like, don't need a boat, like a long ship.
I'm good.
Okay.
Did bring a rowboat over for those of us who don't have swim speeds?
Absolutely not. That's not a thought in Sunshine's head.
0 thoughts, all heart. We get it. But going to the inn.
Yep.
Well, everyone will be waking up naturally in their own time. You're not really expected to be doing anything until later that day. So unless you want to wake early, then it's kind of up to you when you get up.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say Archie wakes up to Sunshine poking him.
Oh god.
I moved the boat.
Where?
The dock master said we needed to move our boat, and I moved it.
Okay.
I figured I'd let you know, Captain.
Solomon. Attend. Trebion.
I have no idea what those words mean.
Goes back to sleep, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sunshine is gonna go photosynthesize.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So,
Peanut
what's-
M&M.
I was about to say you're crinkling an awful lot there.
Yeah. You're not going to stop me from getting my peanut M&Ms, Matt.
But, are you gonna wake like colleagues and Solar, or you're just kind of gonna go
Well, I
photosynthesize?
just had to report to the captain. They
Yeah,
are
no,
the
that's true.
captain.
Yeah. No, that's
I
fair.
don't know. I could be the captain.
Solo was in the room the entire time, just in the
And
corner, watching this whole
Probably
situation happen.
glaring at me.
Just watch the door slowly open. You walk in, jump on the bed, poke, poke, poke. Have a conversation. Slowly walk out.
The real question is Sunshine dry by the time they get there, or are they hopping into the bed?
Absolutely
With
not.
wet, slimy
Okay,
seaweed?
look, I think we've gone over this whole point where Sunshine is just base level, at least moist.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the way he likes it.
Got to keep that kelp hydrated.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Well, eventually.
Alex is the only one who is not waking up or awake at this moment.
Yeah.
The rafters are nice.
Eventually, however, everyone will start to wake up, as is kind of natural. Comfy beds or otherwise aside. And Bart will not quite be here yet, but the innkeeper will let you know that he left a note saying that he will be here around lunchtime.
Okay.
Implying that Archie is up before lunch.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
Once
He's a captain.
Archie is more awake. I am like, so I'm photosynthesizing outside the bar, and sort of I'm like occasionally peeking through the window. And when I see Archie is up, I'm gonna run inside and I'm gonna tug at his pants leg. I got some of them papers that you were looking for last night. I went and got some papers from the place that burned.
What condition are these papers in, Matt?
Sunshine?
Are these
It
just
is
like?
unknown at this moment what condition the papers are in.
Is this just like several handfuls of damp toilet paper?
So actually, we don't know. I left them in a safe. They were in a safe, so I didn't open the safe because that's not really. I mean, I could have, but I was tired.
Where be the safe?
Are on the ship.
Matt, do I recall him in my morning stupor telling me about the the moving the ship?
That's kind of up to you.
What's the DC by level?
Just
Look,
roll wisdom.
yeah, I was about to say.
17-ish, I think.
I'm going to the previous ship location.
Probably not then.
I moved it. I moved the ship. I moved it. It was
When did you move the ship?
this morning. I told ya.
No, you didn't. I'd have remembered if you'd moved the ship.
I look at Sola.
There's this just brief moment of making a decision. You were informed early this morning of the ship's movement.
I
When?
was the only one who didn't know. Wow.
Alright, I moved it into the bay because we had to. For the
Right, then where's the rowboat? We don't
on
have a
the
rowboat.
ship.
You
We don't have a rowboat.
Your
No.
ship's too small.
Oh, okay.
No,
we don't
Matt,
have a
if a
rowboat.
sloop can attach a rowboat, then our ship can attach a rowboat.
Look,
Yeah.
technically you are correct. It would just take up a little bit of room, and
Just
it
sling
could
it off the
outbalance
back.
you. Yeah. That is usually the best way to do it.
We don't
Right.
have a rowboat.
Matt, what's the going rate to hire/buy a rowboat?
Buying a rowboat
Or higher.
or hire. You're probably better off buying one, honestly.
Inventory.
There's not
There we
like
go.
some entrepreneuring guy who's like 2 copper pieces to run you out to your boat.
No, we want it. Because we're going to need it later.
Oh, are we?
15 gold pieces.
15
Oh.
gold pieces. There we go. Matt, we now have a rowboat.
Okay.
Can you please attach that to the vehicle?
I will put it in the inventory that you have a rowboat. How about that?
Sweet.
I'm gonna swim back.
What would you put that under? Treasure, I guess? Container?
I
Treasure.
don't.
Equipment, but
Yeah, no, actually, equipment makes sense.
Yeah.
This is just mostly to note the fact that you actually have a rowboat.
Because, like, Sir Cluckbert is treasure.
Yeah. Which
The
makes
rowboat.
absolute sense.
Yeah, the rowboat less so.
I feel
So-
like we call the rowboat Wind Song.
And the ship is the Melody's Wake?
Yeah.
Alright.
And Ian's not here to disagree with me, so
Gosh.
therefore it is law.
Therefore, it is officially canon.
And no one else is saying anything to disagree with me, so no one's disagreeing with me yet.
I mean,
Are
what am
you-
I supposed
No.
to say?
No disagreement for I'm not this is not in character.
oh, I'm well aware.
Yes.
No, it's definitely it's definitely Frolics's escapades.
I mean, after the incident with the airship and Outlaws, I think we're happy to have a decently named ship for once.
I like
Well,
Hugh
thanks,
Jackman's
Nick.
huge yacht.
Dare you,
man.
sir?
Oh, is that what it actually ended up being called?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't realize that won the Twitter poll.
Yeah,
It
it won.
did.
It won the Twitter
Did.
poll, and we tagged Hugh Jackman and everything.
Just in case he'd
As-
help out.
As usual, because none of us are verified, it didn't show up.
Yeah. Look, Twitter's dying anyway, so don't think it's gonna matter too much longer.
God, if I'd known about that beforehand, I would have.
You would've-
$8. $8 for Hugh Jackman to weigh in on my stupid poll? Fuck yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't know who participated in the poll.
Probably wasn't Hugh Jackman.
Probably not, but there's always that little niggling thing where it's like, it might have been.
Maybe.
Alrighty. Well,
So, did you want to do anything with your morning, or are you just gonna wait around for Bart?
well, I was gonna.
We're gonna go crack open the safe, Matt.
crack open the safe.
Crack open the safe?
Who's the one with
that?
lockpicking skill?
Me.
Me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go shopping while they do that.
Go shoopin'?
Cool.
Are you after anything specific for the shoopin'?
I need a sack.
Just a sack?
Yeah, hey, what's sunshine again? Small or medium?
Small.
Okay.
We are the
small sack.
largest.
So you need a small size sack?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Apparently, I forgot
So-
to buy thieves' tools, so I'm just gonna take the ones out of the stash.
I mean, I also am good at thievery. What's your thievery?
+9.
Oh yeah, you're better than me.
Yar.
Alright. So, all of you eventually make your way back to the ship and into the underbelly of it, where the safe is just kind of sitting there. Kind of, once you brush away some of the detritus and other things that clung to it throughout its tumultuous 24 hours that it's had, there is kind of the very big and brass label on it dictating that it belongs to the shipping company that was recently burnt down.
Yeah.
So, if someone had actually inspected or checked the ship, this morning, that could have been very bad. But,
No one inspected it.
yeah, no, disasters have been avoided. It's fine. However, the safe has been damaged via fire, etc. As resistant as it is, there are still things that got hurt. Part of it, of course, is that the seals for the safe have actually kind of sealed a little bit more. So the door is, even if you manage to pick it, there's going to have to be a little bit of extra effort to actually break the door open.
Oh,
Do
good
we
thing I
have a crowbar?
+9 to athletics. I
Yeah,
think I
there's a
have
crowbar and a
crowbar.
cookie.
There's a
Sweet.
crowbar?
Yeah, I have a crowbar.
Yeah, there's a crowbar in the stash as well.
That is
Do
the
we have
appropriate tool.
what's it called? That firefighter tool that they used to open doors?
Jewels of Life? No, that's cost.
No.
No, it's like one of the thingies that they slip in and then they use basically hydraulics to open it.
You
No,
do
no, no,
not
it's
have
not
one of
hydraulics.
those.
It's literally like a special crowbar for busting through like regular doors.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wild.
I know what you're talking about.
Um,
It's like a crowbar, but better.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it on Forged in
I think- I
Fire.
think- I
We
think
do
it's called,
not have a better crowbar. We have a normal crowbar.
I think it's something prybar, something like that.
Halligan bar
Paladin bar.
or Halligan tool, either one.
So, who's going to be breaking up? Well, who's going to be doing the lockpicking to kind of crack the safe before you
I'll
break it open?
try and crack the safe.
You going to try and give it a
Sticky,
shot?
sticky fingers Frolics.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I like mechanically, I have sticky fingers.
Now,
As
just as a
sticky
warning,
toad,
just as a
Ripley.
warning, everyone has 2 hero points. This is a reminder, because critical failures on this, and if you get too many critical failures in general, will result in this safe sealing shut, and it will take a lot
Okay.
more effort to actually open this thing.
Okay.
Straight for the hero point.
18.
18's not bad.
Not bad, but I don't think it's enough. I don't know what DC is by level at this point.
I think
So I think
17.
it's higher. 17? Oh, okay.
You're level 3. DC is 18 by level.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You said 17 earlier.
No, I said 17, and I was guessing.
Ah,
The pattern is 112, but
That's where it threw me.
that's one success. You start to spin the dial on the safe, colleagues, kind of pressing your ear up to it. I tend to believe that as a part of Thieves' Tools, you'll have this stethoscope and everything else there for cracking safes as well. Not just the lockpicks, but the lockpicks are a part of it. But you start spinning the dial, and it takes you a couple of minutes before you start to hear the telltale clicking sounds, meaning that the lock is primed for the key. This is when you'll need the lockpicks.
Okay.
So, I will need a second thievery check.
I'm rolling
normal
so
failure.
bad.
It's a normal
do you want
failure.
to? Do you want to try and do aid checks then? Maybe someone.
I can roll to aid that.
Sure.
DC 20 to aid.
Yep, I know.
But Juliet probably has better one dice luck than I do.
Ah,
I say as I fuck things up.
It's not a critical fail, or like not a critical fail on the main roll.
Oh, but
Regardless.
yeah, so it's still a failure.
Yes, it will still be a failure at 17. Do you want to use your hero point? This is a new roll.
No, because I mean Juliet did aid, so I'd be doing this at a negative anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Uber failed my aid.
you start to work on the keys. Sorry, start to work on the lock with the lockpicks. Unfortunately, although you're kind of familiar enough with this lock that under normal circumstances you would be able to pop it, unfortunately, with all the damage it's sustained and the salt that's gotten into the lock itself, it's actually damaged some of the internals for it, and your lockpick snaps inside of it.
It does not help that Sunshine just keeps pointing out the species of critter that crawl out of the lock.
Don't lockpicks only snap on a crit fail?
This is basically to represent the fact that you failed the check.
Oh, okay, because like that. That's a key thing. Breaking lockpicks that you actually.
Oh,
use
that's right,
tools.
because it has replacement lockpicks. Yeah. Not to that extent. You have other lockpicks that you can use in the kit.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know, you're just using the wrong one.
Obviously.
Or,
Let's
you know, the
try
lock
this.
needs more cleaning.
Or
You know
that's
how
there's
this
a
goes.
periwinkle right there in that part of the lock. They're real tasty if you grill them up right. I hear. I don't actually eat.
that's a number.
That is a
There
number.
we go.
Getting into a zen-like state and kind of just phasing
Ignoring
out.
sunshine.
You set back to work, and you hear the telltale clicking sound of the lock opening. Sure enough, however, even on kind of trying to give the handle a bit of a yank, it does not budge. This is when I will need
Cracking her open.
the athletics check.
Now
Does
it's your
crowbar
expertise.
provide any bonuses?
Nope,
I think
it just prevents a penalty.
Ah,
Wow.
16.
Would you like to use your hero point?
No, it's just a normal failure.
I didn't. I couldn't remember what the DC by level is. I'm so used to higher level play that I saw the 14. I'm like, that might be a crit fail.
That will be a failure.
Okay.
as you start to work with the crowbar. It's just hard
I'm
to
gonna-
kind of figure out the best place to get the leverage for it.
I'm gonna try again harder.
All right.
I tried again harder.
You did,
this
in fact,
time.
try it again. And with that, you managed to bust open the safe itself.
Buster Rhymes.
It's open.
It is
I
open.
actually have one
Inside.
question. I have one question.
Yep.
How big is this safe?
I described it as being about the size of Sunshine.
So, so it's just two people with the safe that one is smaller than the safe. What's the safe? Going
I
at
didn't know what
this.
to tell you. But yeah, it is about 3 feet high and about 2 feet deep. Roughly.
It's like a solid foot taller than Rawlings. Let's go.
So you're at the proper position to kind of listen and look. This is
I
perfect.
didn't have to kneel down or anything.
Cracks are open though.
Sunshine is a
Arr.
unit of measurement.
Paper. I assume there's paper in there, Matt.
There is some loose paper in there. Unfortunately, a lot of it has been damaged a bit too much to actually be eligible at all. However, there is an actual ledger inside, which is lever bound. And I have to check that.
Decipher rating. I use my eye for
On the loose bits of paper.
Yeah, just to decipher rate on what? If we want separate checks, then separate checks, but
Yeah.
just
So
to figure out what's what.
For the loose bits of paper, you can't actually, like I said, you can't really decipher it. From the general sentiments, you get the feeling that it's correspondence of some sort, but you can't figure out who it's to, who's it from, what's the contents. The water's just gotten way too damaged for it.
Okay.
However, the ledger seems pretty fine, thanks to the lever bindings for it and being kind of tightly shut. It's not a perfect seal, but it will be at least useful.
Okay.
Otherwise, there are a half dozen gold bars on the bottom of the shelf.
Oh,
The
I'm
safe.
taking those gold bars.
Yay, gold bars. What are
I
they
will-
used for, Matt?
I assume we sell them.
Pretty much.
What can we craft from gold bars?
Well, you could
Uh,
make a
we could
sword out
actually-
of gold.
We could make a gold pickaxe. It has the fastest mining speed in the game, but it
Right.
breaks really quickly.
Counterfeit currency.
You can also make gold boots. I'm pretty sure they give you lava resistance.
No, they just stop you from getting attacked from like these angry pigs
Piglins.
that live in hell.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah.
So if you ever
We
go
can
to
just wear a
hell,
hat for that.
oh god, we're such nerds. Otherwise, I will mention, and it's pretty obvious, each gold bar is stamped with the Dortish royal seal.
Well, so we melt it down. And then we sell it.
Or you
That's
just
my
find
plan.
someone who doesn't care.
Yeah.
Or that.
Or we
Pretty sure
counterfeit
Bart's a-
currency.
Bart's a fence, isn't he?
He's... Look, he's not actually a fence, but he knows he's working with pirates at the moment, so if you show up with 6 gold bars with a royal symbol on it, he's not gonna report you or anything. He might not be able to
Yeah.
exchange it for money straight away because, oh boy,
He's gonna flip it.
each gold bar. Actually, give me a society check for the value of the gold bars. You could also use crafting for this.
Ooh. Let me give you that crafting.
No, I
check.
want to use thievery.
I will give you that crafting.
It's hard to be sure, but you know it's within the hundreds of gold pieces range. Per bar.
One of those
Money.
bars is worth more than everything I own.
Sorry, I just
Am I
looked
able
at
to
chat and
decipher
scared.
anything from the ledger?
As for the ledger, up until about a month or two ago, it seemed to be going through the regular phases of like a shipping company.
Yep.
Products coming in, well, the raw materials coming in, the construction costs, staffing, all that other fun stuff. What is pretty obvious, you know what? Give me another society check.
Do
Secret.
the debits equal the credits? That's what I need to know.
Public's fine.
Would hireling manager help here?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
It is actually
probably shouldn't
relevant
get a
here.
+2 because it's specific for hirelings, but
Oh no, look.
fuck no. Good, no, reroll.
Reroll?
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh wow. But yes,
Statistically, I couldn't get much worse than what I had.
It's true.
and with a natural 20, going through the ledger at a reasonably quick pace, it's kind of obvious that the shipping company was going under. It was not selling enough. The ships weren't a good enough quality. Ships were being brought back in ill repair, and manufacturing errors, etc. And the company just couldn't keep up with what was presumed to be the demand. And then suddenly there is a cross, like a line is put through the line of the ledger, and it's a gap of about 2 weeks before it starts up again. The names are coded.
Okay.
And it becomes very obvious because there is another hand, like there's a different style of handwriting, completely different. The old one was kind of what you would expect for an administrator, someone who had been educated, etc. Whereas the new one is a little bit too fine, a little bit too straight. This is not the handwriting of someone who is classically educated.
Okay.
Or as you would understand as classically educated. However, with your natural 20, you're able to decipher one in particular piece of note, and that is a reference to a shipping company known as the Void Rights.
Those are the people that are void zombies.
Yeah.
They're void rights.
There is a lot of rumors about their practices and how they actually manage to build their boats. You can't be 100% sure, but you can guess that this shipping company had been bought out, or they'd made a deal and were under the control of the Void Rights.
Oh my god, corporate mergers are the real villain.
Capitalism.
And in a very real way, it does feel like there was some sort of company takeover. Staffing costs, however, completely stopped.
No overhead if they're already dead.
Pretty much.
Sunshine is gonna gather up all of the loose papers that Archie seems to not be very interested in for some reason, and he's gonna gather them all together and put them in a nice bundle so that he can give them to Bart, because Bart really wanted paper.
And he might be able to decipher something. It is entirely possible.
No, this is when Sunshine just goes in and buys a whole bunch of new loose paper.
No, he wanted paper from this building for some reason.
I will say, however, unfortunately, the safe is unusable as a safe now.
Okay.
There's only one thing to do.
Can we just kick it overboard?
Yeah, I was thinking of illegally dumping it. Or pirates.
You can do that if you like. I will remind you,
That is-
you are in a bay with a lot of military vessels just kind of sitting around.
Wait till nighttime. I get it.
When it'll be less
Having the-
suspicious.
Having
mean,
the safe
if-
on us is probably worse than kicking it overboard.
Well, strictly speaking, if we hoist our anchor, and move like 20 feet.
Attach the
And
safe
then-
to the anchor.
Well, I was gonna say kick off the anchor and the safe at the same time. No one would be any the wiser.
No, that's very true. Chat's suggesting you sell it for scrap.
You could, but it's still a safe, and
It's
the
still
implication that
marked.
it's A, been burnt, and B, been shimmied.
Yeah. Oh,
Unless we're selling it to Bart, it's not gonna be worth
here's
anything.
the thing. It's a huge safe. It's the size of Sunshine. We'd have to carrying that through the city.
Yeah.
True.
I should point out that this is a fantasy world safe. So although it is iron, it does have a 1-inch thick lead shielding on it.
So Superman can't see through it.
So a lot of divination effects won't work on it, or won't be able to see through it.
Would we be able to get it repaired?
Theoretically, yes, but at that point, you're probably better off just buying a new safe.
Buying a new one.
Okay.
So
Well-
we'll buy a new safe.
This seems like it'll be a great home for sea critters.
Aww. Like the SSN.
More trash in the bay.
No, actually,
Isn't
metal
that what
is
bays are for?
metal hulls are actually really good for aquatic development.
Yep, they intentionally sink
Yeah,
some
but
shit
not-
on it.
Because the iron oxidizes.
Not in the bay though. In the bay, it's just more trash.
Put some. They can start building a reef in the bay. That's a great idea.
In the bay.
Sunshine
Boy.
doesn't care.
No, that's very true.
In the bay, not like the water, but the store.
I should point out, however, that once you finish up with the safe, you will see the ship that is replacing you in the wharf. It is a little bit too big for the wharf you were using, but you get the feeling that it's mostly just using the position as a good place to stop. It is a dreadnought. It is a dreadnought class vessel, and it's absolutely a part of the Danish Royal Navy.
It's the same size or bigger than the HMS Dreadnought. That's so cool. Sorry, Dreadnought class vessel is like champagne in that it implies that something else exists.
Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently
There's no such thing as a dreadnought. Dreadnought is actually its own ship.
This is also where I should point out that I've kind of written up a bunch of the ships already, and I have loosely kind of categorized them, and the biggest category
This-
is Dreadnought.
This is
what a-
fantasy.
The HMS Dreadnought is an actual ship, but it's just a sloop.
It's the Dreadnought! Okay, is it the class of ship, or is it the one that's just named Dreadnought?
Both.
Oh. I love Lucutios in the chat saying if it's bigger than Sunshine, put a pillow in it and it can be a bed.
Like, I mean, yes, but also... I mean, I guess you can kind of close
I mean,
it
if we
shut a little
replace
bit.
the door with bars, then it can just be a makeshift brig for
Oh god.
small creatures.
Why would we need to imprison small creatures?
Oh wait, it
In
would work on
case
Faye,
they
wouldn't
are
it?
criminals. Oh.
In case they're criminals, so all of our associates.
Yeah.
No, but
We're
it would
all
work on
criminals.
Faye.
In
Like, you
in
could put
case
sprites
you
and pixies in there.
yeah, in case a what's-a-majig, a red cap gets on board.
Oh god. I can't think of anything worse than a red cap being on board a ship. They just start kicking things and breaking holes in the hull.
Long John Silver. Don't have him on a ship.
So, going back to the inn.
Going back to the inn.
Well, by
Oh,
this...
on the way back, can I
Yes?
buy some more alchemist fire? I'm out.
Give me a society check.
Okay.
Because this is a pretty upstanding city we're in at the moment. I'm not gonna
Okay.
charge you. I'm not gonna charge you extra. It's just a matter of whether you can find someone or not. Yes, you do find someone who can sell you some alchemist fire.
Okay. How much is alchemist fire? I can look it up.
I mean,
Yeah, I was about to
I'd
say
assume
price.
that alchemist fire is used for more than just blowing shit up.
Oh yeah.
True.
I would imagine it is the you could use it as the as a liquid equivalent to a blowtorch for the purposes of like cooking, because it instantly ignites. So you could spray it on your creme brulees to caramelize the top.
Oh man, I want a creme brulee.
You're welcome.
It's fine. It's not as bad as Agents of Edgewatch. We got really terrible with some of those descriptions, and it was just so goddamn delicious.
You asked us to make restaurants,
I did.
and I obliged you.
All right.
Cool.
You do
I've
find
restocked.
alchemists. You've restocked. Awesome.
I got 3. Just in
More
case
things
I
to
need
burn.
to commit arson again.
This party's in danger. And I know I'm not talking about our group, I'm talking about the party we're going to.
No, they won't let me take my alchemist fire in there.
The city's in danger.
That
Our
wouldn't stop
party's
you.
in danger. All right. Getting back to Bart. He is waiting for you by the time he gets back. He's still kind of setting up for his usual note-taking that he does over lunch. Going over documents and newspapers, etc. And he waves all of you over, as you expect.
I walk over even more proudly than when I burnt down a building.
For Bart's part, he looks dubious as you approach him. I'm guessing with, the papers in hand.
Papers in hand.
Which would have been decipherable if they weren't now soaked.
No,
I
they
couldn't
haven't
have
gone.
helped that.
They haven't
Hey,
gotten
man.
any worse.
I imagine it's like the equivalent of him just walking up and throwing a Krabby Patty down. Just this soggy burger worth of paper.
But you put the papers down, assumedly,
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of looks back to you and goes, "Oh. So what are these?"
Are you wanting paper from the place? So I went last night and I looked around and there was a safe that had sort of kept some stuff safe from the fire. So I'd grabbed it and took it back to our ship, and then we cracked it open, and then here's the paper.
Okay, well, one thing, didn't need the blow-by-blow, but I guess that's appreciated. He looks around the bar, and there is a lot of people here, or he looks around the tavern. So we're at least reasonably safe. And these are the only papers that were in there? He
There
starts
was
to
a-
look at them.
I look at Archie to see if I can go ahead with that information.
Pull out the logbook and place it down and slide it across the table.
Subtly.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't say anything.
he takes the ledger, and he does kind of the quick glance through it. And he looks to you, Sunshine. He goes, I will get to the papers in a second. I might have something. But he starts to go through the ledger and he goes, Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Indeed.
We can assume why the staffing wages just disappears. We can all kind of assume what happened there.
Sunshine just starts miming the void zombies.
Yeah, no, that's
they
pretty much
died.
what I was. Yeah, no. I will start making up a list, and we'll start letting the families know. But that will be.
That's why I had to burn it.
He has a couple of moments where you feel like he's going to say something aggressive, but he kind of deep breath. All right. He closes the ledger and
It's
he goes,
just,
no,
it's just a shrub. It doesn't know any better.
it's fine. You sleep with dogs, you're gonna get fleas. It's fine. This is acceptable. I'll have a flea buff later. He starts to go over the pieces of paper, and he reaches into his attaché case and pulls out what looks like an ink pot and a brush. Uncorking it, he puts the brush in, and then he starts to just go over the pieces of paper with it. And you watch as the pieces of paper start to dry out immediately, and any damage that has been done to them starts to fix itself. And
So cool.
I mean, it's a pot of mending.
That's so cool.
The writing doesn't all go back to the way it was, but the paper will be usable. And he goes, well, I can make some assumptions from what I'm seeing here, but how about you leave this with me? And before you leave, we'll have a discussion about this. Because I have
Who has
some
the bag of
suspicions.
gold bars?
That is
mean,
the question.
if no one else took them,
You're the strong one. You said you grabbed them.
I said I did. I just, if anyone else wanted to have them, I'd let them. But
Okay.
I have them.
Yeah, like one of those gold bars probably weighs more than I do. So
You're not
yes.
wrong.
I gesture for you to put the bag of bars on the bar table.
It makes a very loud sound as I put it down.
Yeah, it's not much
It's
you
a
can
heavy
really-
thing.
Yeah, like it does the thump sound, and he kind of raises an eyebrow at the whole thing before he takes a subtle look inside and goes, "Oh, okay. Wow. I mean, that confirms one of my suspicions about these letters. Ooh. Are you giving me these gold? Are you giving me this?" He puts his hands on it.
Requesting some exchange services.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Sunshine makes like the international money motion, of like the rubbing the two things together.
Now look, there would be a time where I would address individuals such as yourself to actually do that kind of exchange. But I will see what I can do. This is going to be one of those things that you leave with me as well.
Indeed.
However,
I wanna see if he has good intentions towards my gold.
go for it.
I'm
Perception.
hunting him as my prey.
Oh god, of course you are. You feel like he's being pretty honest.
Okay.
At this point, you, like, both groups, so to speak, know a little bit too much about each other.
Yeah.
You got a little bit too much blackmail on each other, so if one of you kind of stabs the other in the back, then it's just gonna be mutual mess all around.
Yep.
that's only the case if one of us lives.
Oh boy.
I think he's well aware of his chances with the insane shrub.
More importantly, he doesn't want this to become more of a mess than it already is.
It's not that messy.
It's still good. It's still good.
We get the camera pan out and then pans back in onto the shipyard where another wall just falls over.
Yep.
3-second rule.
Yep.
Alright, so leave these with me. And he looks kind of incredibly nervous having to deal with them. He's like, I'm pretty sure we can actually deal with this. And I'll get you a fair price.
Thumbs up.
Otherwise,
You got this.
he pulls out 4 envelopes and slides them over the table.
Nice.
I take mine.
Those are 4
Where is
invites to the
Or
party
is this
tonight.
the kind of envelope where it's special and you can't break the little waxy part, because actually that'll reveal that you opened it and you weren't supposed to? Or is this like one I can open?
I mean, they're for you.
Before, like, midway through Sunshine's asking this, Rox is already, like, not even opening the envelope normally, but, like, you know how, like, the side end just ripped that
Yeah.
and then pulled it out?
I will open mine then.
I have managed to convince some of my friends to pass over their invites. They didn't really want to go anyway. And
Some
money.
party then.
some money was exchanged, etc. Oh, look.
Yay.
The governor does not throw the best of parties. Well, not the most entertaining ones at any rate.
Oh, well, I can fix that.
Well, that is part of the intention. I have it on good authority that at least one of his benefactors is going to be there tonight.
Hey Matt,
So, yep.
these are just like normal people names, right?
No, the invites are blank.
Oh, okay. Someone's already taking care of the removing the name part.
Yep.
Because I was gonna be like, wow, it's gonna be really funny when Sunshine rolls up to the party as like Benjamin Crosley.
Look, I had the names erased. It wasn't too difficult. You can write your own name in there. I wasn't going to presume what names you wanted on the invites. But just to be sure, I made sure to get you 4. Yeah. He looks over to
Yippee.
you. He looks over to you, Solar, and goes, "I wasn't sure if you would need one. Sorry."
Sola's shopping.
Oh, that's right. She just do.
Sola is not present.
Yeah.
Unless stated otherwise.
This brings up an excellent point. Sola's probably stopped shopping half an hour ago and is just standing at the docks looking at the ship being like, why are they taking so long?
You do, however, have your sack.
Good.
The real question is, do all the rats need an invite? Like, separately, or do they count as one conglomerate?
Bot is leaving that up to you completely.
I don't think that they're allowed per se.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a hard time getting the rats in.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, but it's just a little thought process.
Bot continues and says, however, how you do this is up to you. I will be in attendance. I will at least be making an appearance. I don't want to stay more than half an hour. I can only imagine what's going to happen there tonight. I don't want to be there for the aftermath.
Want to see the show?
No.
That's boring.
He kind of gets that distant look in his eyes and goes, no. I wonder if I can find a play or something I can attend instead.
I feel like him seeing the smoke rise across the bay was too much of the show for him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But desperate situations. However, I will leave, like I said, I will leave the details up to you. Whatever disguises, etc., that's kind of your bag. I'm not sure of the vernacular. However, I will deal with this. He pets the sack of gold bars, and he files away the other sheets of correspondence. Regarding this, however, this would not count as solid evidence in a court of law, you understand? However, I have suspicions that the ships that were being commissioned out of that shipyard were for the Royal Navy.
I mean, yeah, cause circumstantially there's crown gold and yeah. That makes sense.
I would imagine these were a part of the exchange for that. Which kind of brings up some very uncomfortable questions. Loyalty to the crown and etc. Not that things have been going very well for it anyway. However, these are things that I will look into further and I will get back to you on it. Hopefully by tomorrow. All that said, however, he starts to back up his case. Then he kind of has the gold box. Okay. I will see you all tonight at the party then.
Mm-hmm.
Arr.
And with that, he leaves. So, what preparations are everyone wanting to do? Because I'm hoping to get straight to the party after the break.
I want to find Sola
Yep.
as soon as possible, and Sunshine will go up to Sola. Sola, can you write me name on the invite?
Of course, Master Sunshine. And
Wait.
I do.
You're gonna put your just actual name on the invite?
Well, I mean, if Sola was gonna, Sunshine is like, that's who I am.
Okay.
It is traditional to have a family name to go by.
Or is that like one of them fancy second names?
Indeed.
Or how does one get one of those?
Usually you are born into it. Sometimes through adoption.
Or well, I guess Fives is the one who made me, so I guess his second name is Pebbles. So I guess that's mine. Isn't it?
Sunshine Pebbles, it is.
I take my
Sunshine
invite
Pebbles.
and I'm very happy.
It is an extremely fancy script that says Master Sunshine Pebbles.
Aww.
I'm very happy.
What other preparations do people want to do? Like, are you just putting your regular names? Rolex?
Probably not. I'm trying to think of a cool little thing.
Kermit. Sorry, I had to say
Yeah,
it.
I was debating that.
Well, yeah. Yes, Archie?
This party, is this the sort of party that they read out the names of the people that arrive?
No, it's a little bit more informal than that.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Your dog.
That's a
this
good
is-
thing.
This is
That's
going to be
less
more of a,
important.
yeah. Not quite a ball.
Solo would definitely like to speak to Archie about this.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Need to go find stuff.
while you're kind of thinking about it, I do have a question in chat. Is Pathfinder easier than D&D? Yes
I've
and
been
no.
typing at it.
Depends on how you play the game. If you
Um,
play on a digital platform like Foundry, I would say so.
yeah, no, it's super easy.
The biggest, I mean, Matt could probably attest to this, but the biggest drawback of Pathfinder is the maths. And when it's automated, you take away that limitation of having
I
to
mean-
do all that yourself.
I'll be honest, even with not doing something as extensive as Foundry, just getting a Path Builder account for all of your players, and it's like $5, I think.
If that's
free.
Well, yeah, it is free, but the premium version,
Yeah, the
Premium
full
version's
version.
worth it.
which is absolutely worth it, is $5, and honestly, I run my games out of that, and it's super easy.
I will say, as a GM who's been running Pathfinder 2 since it came out, and I even ran the playtest for it, in a comparison between this and, I will say 5e, I'm assuming 5e, Pathfinder 2nd edition will answer a lot of the questions that you have. So, for instance, if you have a question about how much does a +2 sword cost, it has your answer there.
How much magical items should you be giving your players? It has an answer for that.
Well, that is probably the best point. If you're looking at running Pathfinder 2, the encounter building for it is just so much easier. Everything balances out. If you use the advice that's given in the core rules and in the Game Master Guide, which is all free and available on the archives in Nethys, then the encounters just work.
Should be worth noting, while everything's free to look at Archives of Nethys, Archives of Nethys is not the greatest learning tool. It's more of a reference tool, if anything.
Yeah.
But the encounter map does
Also-
actually work. You don't...
The encounter math does work. Don't put your party up against a CR+4 person. Please. Every single time I see people getting so upset on the subreddit, I'm like, why were you putting them up against a CR+4 creature in the
Why are
first
you trying to
place?
kill people?
Right.
Why are you being mean?
And the lower the level, like if you're on level 1 and 2, you probably want to stay like very tight to what the expected CR is. Don't toss a level 1 person against like CR+2, because that typically ends badly.
Things
You
are
get more
balanced.
leeway as things get higher.
I will say things are balanced in
100%.
Pathfinder 2. Balanced to the point where, depending on the kind of person you are as a dungeon master or a GM, you might have trouble with it because there isn't a hell of a lot of wiggle room when it comes to the math. However, speaking as a GM who has run 5e and Pathfinder 1 and numerous other systems, I'm not going to go through the full list. Preparing for Pathfinder 2 is probably the easiest time I've ever had. Out of every game I've ever run, it is probably the easiest to prep and pre-write an adventure. And I have run everything from super crunchy systems like Anima, which uses a D100 point buy system that's based in the hundreds of points worth. I've also run GURPS, and I've run things as simple as Monster of the Week. It is the reason why I primarily run Pathfinder 2 on stream. But I hope that answers your question, Real Salties.
This shit's good. It's not a half-baked system.
Yeah.
Also,
No, it's
But I
the
will
rules,
also
the
note
rules
it's
are
not,
there.
so
It's
big.
not the answer to everything you want. Either.
yes.
It,
like-
don't pigeonhole something that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't try to run like cosmic horror. Go get Call of Cthulhu if you want to run cosmic horror. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
It is very much a fantasy RPG.
It is.
Much like its OGL companion. It is based in the fantasy, and that's what it works best with.
Yes.
But to compound what D&D struggles with is it's so D&D provides you with ambiguity as a DM as a game master, and as a player it gives the only way to get options is through expansions and expansions of stuff, whereas with a character in Pathfinder you just have a basis. The actual basis of your class doesn't really do much. You've got
I'd
it
say
just
you could
determines
have-
your skill progression, and that's about it.
You could have
Spell
4
progression
level
if
1
you're a
fighters
caster.
that are completely different.
The feat system just makes everything feel more personal.
Yeah.
It does, and there is something to pick at every level. If you're a player who enjoys that kind of thing, there's something for you to pick, something for you to choose. You can go crazy with the builds. I will say this doesn't matter to everyone. I will say, however, that Paizo is the first unionized TTRPG company in the world. So everything that's being made, like the remaster that's coming out soon, that's all union made. And Paizo has been
unions.
Paizo has been doing also great strides to undo a lot of the shall we say, problematic things from the past.
Yeah. Also, the number of cultural representatives they pull in for all of their
Oh man,
books and everything is astounding.
the Tianjia
it's
books that
amazing.
are coming out later this year. The
the Mulan
offer
Oh, that's
list.
gonna be so cool.
The offer list. I've had a look at it, and it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
this is like
Ugh.
a who's who for that kind of writing, and it's gonna be amazing. But like I said, I hope that answers your question. We might actually take this opportunity to go for our short 10-minute break. And just kind of stretch our legs. I don't need to make a coffee, but I will have to refill my water bottle because for some reason it's like down to a quarter. Not sure what that's about.
Wild.
How did that happen?
I even refilled
Clearly
it before stream.
Clearly we haven't been hydrating you enough, Matt. If it's only down to a quarter.
Mine's
Only-
down to
only.
quarter.
My mug's empty. And it's not a small mug either.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Let's go
well,
for it.
we are going to throw up a poll for the midpoint hero point. I'm probably not going to put my name into it because I've got 2 hero points at the moment, and that's
Villain
super fun.
points.
Boo!
I can call myself a hero. It's
no,
fine.
Man, you're a villain.
You know what? The best villains see themselves as the hero of their own story.
Isn't that right? I am the hero. I can be the hero. And the villain. I can be anything. Anyway, we are going
That's
to go to a break.
undiagnosed schizophrenia, Matt.
In order... Well... Anyway... We shall be back in about 10 minutes. We hope to see you back then. Thank you for everyone who's been talking in chat. Feel free to drop the follows and everything else like that. It's super appreciated. It helps with the algorithm and getting just the discovery out there on Twitch, in all honesty. Because the Pathfinder category tends to be pretty empty, so the higher it gets up, the better for it is all around. Anyway, we shall see you back very soon. Hello everybody, and we're back. We've had our break and everything else like that. Next time a combat encounter occurs, Sunshine has to say the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I'm not even sure if Sunshine knows what mitochondria are.
Absolutely not. No idea.
I believe Sunshine's still trying to figure out what a Hrolix is.
I mean, if
Sunshine doesn't really know how to read and write. He knows how to draft maps.
yeah. Surprisingly skilled at that. Like to the point some people are legitimately amazed when it's like, oh, okay, that's a weird skill to... Okay.
Well, let's not even forget the annotating the map and writing down all the actual titles and everything, but doesn't know how to do normal words.
Well, you don't need that many words to annotate a map. He knows his numbers.
Yeah.
And he draws little pictures by whatever the island, whatever in his mind he needs to remember what that is. He draws a little picture.
And look, let's be honest. If you can just copy things, you might not understand them.
It's true.
So if you're copying from another map, then you just copy the name as well. You might not know what it says, but it's like, that's the label.
Trap Road.
Right? Archie, you won the poll. Everyone thinks you're
This
gonna cause
ain't
a
a
scene.
scene. It's a goddamn arms race.
Well. I have changed the music, because we are going to be kind of switching over to the party very soon. What?
Party.
Party. Well, that's what the playlist
Time
is
to
called.
delay Matt for about 2 hours.
And we go... Where is it?
Wait, what are you doing? Don't change over to the party now.
Well, is there any other preparations you want to do?
Yes.
I have a
Like what?
50-50 on what I want to do, and I have to decide real quick.
You
I need to
really
talk to
do.
Solar. And Solar needs to talk to me.
Is this a private conversation?
I don't know. I don't know what Solar wants to talk about. Nick?
Sola?
Captain Archibald, how will we be approaching this social engagement.
I reckon with a bit of hobnobbery. I hand you my letter. Full title.
Solo looks at you as best they can, suspiciously. Full title?
Correct, Sola. Full title.
You got it, boss.
Can I get a little hint of what that is?
No, you aren't here.
Oh,
This is
Just
a
like, "Ah, who the hell are you?
This is why I was asking if this was a private conversation or not.
Yeah, I didn't know what this was gonna be.
It is now a private conversation.
Okay,
Cool,
there we go.
Retroactively decided.
Yeah.
well, already.
Why? I didn't know what it was gonna be.
No, all good.
Well, in that case, Solo will also put down full title. So
Okay.
hooray.
Alright.
Sunshine's got the full title rocket. As
It's fresh today.
As Solar is writing this out, just absent-mindedly to Archibald, if there is any mishaps with the engagement tonight, please remember the code word Clint Eastwood.
I remember.
Alright. Well, Prolix, what are you putting down on the invite?
Yeah, well, whatever. So I'm not going to be using that in disguise.
Okay.
It was I was between going as just a fake name or as a gnomish noble.
Okay.
So so I'm gonna put I was really hoping that Kermit had like a last name.
the
Frog.
The frog. Yeah. No, I could have sworn in one of the movies he had an actual last name, but yeah.
Henson.
So.
Ow. Ow. But yeah. So what are you thinking?
I'll put Sir Frogsley.
Sir Frogsley?
Yeah.
First name Kermit, middle name but last name Frog. Okay. Sir Frogsley. I am actually going to have to write some of these down. Party notes. Hello. Sir Frogsley. Master Sunshine Pebbles.
Mhm.
2 other names.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Deception. I need everyone to roll it.
Oh, good.
Dice.
Unless
If it helps, Matt, I'm retracting the legs on my skittering mask.
unless someone wants to do the deception check for everyone.
I didn't do anything.
If you're going to be doing that, however, while the fine clothing helps with the disguise, it means you get less of a penalty. Or I drop
cool.
the DC for your. If you
Let's
look
go.
like you. Yep.
How long does this last? 1 minute.
Can we do like follow the expert?
You
'Cause I
can do
assume
follow the
Archie's an
expert.
Incorrect.
Archie's not an expert. Oh.
No,
Ooh,
expert
cool.
went to diplomacy.
Ah.
Which does make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just trying to find. So, I would have before the party started. I would have gone to try and find some consumables
Yep.
that would benefit this situation, but I just can't think of anything.
Silver tongue.
Silver tongue lasts a minute, and I've got 1.
Strong alcohol, but for the other guy.
Right? Well, look, we joke about it, but showing up to the party with, you know, a good bottle of wine or a good bottle of spirits, you know, especially for the host, not a bad idea. Like,
You know
this isn't
what?
the
And,
kind of event where you show up with your own plate of food, but
Yeah, or and also put
No?
like the silver tongue mutagen in like a flask could help like allow you to use it later at like a set have a second time during the party to down it and for a crucial moment.
Matt, just assume that Sola does all the necessary work to make the group appear socially acceptable for this party.
oh, well, one of
Gets
the
the
good,
wine, gets the cheese, whatever.
yeah, the cheese board, we gotcha. The benefit here is that it's
Secret
not,
or unsecret deception check?
or it'll be secret deception checks if you're
Hey,
doing them at
Matt.
all. Yeah,
I got a weird question for you.
yeah.
If I'm trying not to look like a professional person, but instead look like a professional Leshy, can I use Leshy lore for that?
A professional Leshy.
Yeah, the professional Leshies.
Pray tell, what does being a professional leshy entail?
Well,
I don't know,
no.
you look fancy and Leshy. Like, there's fancy Leshies.
No.
presumably.
You know how there's indoor and outdoor plants?
Yeah, it's like that.
Well, no. Well, okay. Let's think about it for a second. Leshies have a strong tie to nature. There would be druidic circles, and they do need to engage with diplomacy and hobnobbery with other individuals and other groups. So there would be professional-ish looking Leshies. I'm not sure if they would go for the full range of a suit, however. But dressing up,
Just
I would
dress-
imagine, would be a thing.
Dress up like the plant people from Guild Wars.
Yeah, actually, that is a really good example.
It's
Can I-
time.
I'm really trying to present a convoluted way for me to use Leshy lore instead of deception.
Oh, I understand what you're going for. You can roll it. I'm
Yeah.
just going to increase the DC.
Oh, go for it. A +8 is infinitely better than a +0.
For times like this, I wish I was playing one of the pug people, because can you imagine one of them in a wee little suit?
Yes,
Suit.
probably because I've seen a pug in a suit before.
Exactly. Win every time.
Kind of wish
they
there was.
do look funny.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was a skateboard in Pathfinder 2, just so I could have a Shuni on a skateboard.
Modern Maxwell invented skateboarding, so
Anyway, I have your deception / other skills. I didn't get a single critical success, just to let the players
Okay.
know.
Did you get a bunch of critical failures?
I'll never tell.
Rude.
But
Is this
it'll-
where I
it
try
will
and go
affect
by the 60 gold one?
man. If I know I critically failed, I can initiate totally differently.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware.
Because instead of saying, "Hey, I'm Sir Frog's," I can just like, "Frolics to meet ya," just totally ruin it.
If anyone wants to use their hero points to reroll, they can.
Yeah, but no, I'm not gonna let you
No.
bait me out of a hero
no.
point.
Especially when I
Use a
don't
There's
hero
roll
literally,
well.
it's the same odds.
Well, Solar, you get all the stuff that you need together for the party. It's mostly just, you know, a nice bottle of wine for the host. You don't know Pontus well enough to be able to, like, do something extra special for him. But you get the feeling he's probably a sherry guy anyway.
most of them are.
Yeah, most of them are.
Oh. I'm gonna throw you another roll, Matt. That's
Ruh-roh.
for trying to smuggle my rats in my coat.
Thievery
Uh,
check.
You want thievery? Okay.
Sleight of hand.
Can I aid?
I was gonna roll rat catcher. Was gonna
Actually,
be my thing.
can we do a slight
But-
bit of planning here?
What?
As a
Before
group
we
in
get to the
character.
party,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so our task is to try and identify and disrupt benefactors. Yes.
Disrupt the party for the most part.
Okay. So your task, Sunshine, and you can take Krolix along if you want to, is to disrupt the kitchen. Whether that's through rats in food, rats going over food.
Did I hear
Was
patterns?
that noise? Was that a clap? Oh,
That was me very excitedly patting my legs.
Okay.
Oh.
I can probably do distraction elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because I'm really good at performance.
Yeah.
Which that could be turned out useful, especially with fascinating performance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should have made rat suit. Rats.
So now, actually, I got a question.
Wait until suits for the
Does
rats.
this form count as one creature?
Yes.
Technically
I
speaking,
don't know,
yes.
actually.
Technically speaking, yes. Okay. It's not letting me toss its chat. Hat of Disguise.
Doesn't work on them. There's a specific item for swarms.
It's also they have to have creature items,
Yeah, it needs to be companion.
companion items.
I do have an item
Can-
that's written up
The-
specifically for
The
swarms.
worst thing ever. I hate companion items because they're all lame.
And they're like non-existent. Yeah.
No,
There's
they just
like
do really
10.
bland stuff like here is movement
Yeah,
speed,
there's like
here is
10.
armor.
Yeah, exactly. There's like 10. That's
Anyways,
not
there you
fun.
go, Matt.
But yeah, can I
Oh.
aid?
You want to aid? You can aid if you like.
Yeah, with thievery.
If you got
Do you
permission.
want this to be blind as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
So we have no idea how it modifies. You know?
Nobody
So-
has any idea.
So yeah, so with that you can be a leafage diplomat to make sure that the greenery that is being prepared for meals is adequately prepared beforehand.
You just
And
gotta
they're
go
right-
in and
Their rights
They're
are administered,
preparing the plants humanely.
yeah, exactly.
much like the centaurs being a bunch of hobnobs about not riding horses in Absalom.
That's a thing.
That's that's
Yeah,
absolutely the thing.
Axe Beak. That's why Axe Beaks are the main.
Camels and axe beaks.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because the centaurs were like, no, the horses are like us.
It's just weird to look at a lot, yeah? Like, we look over, we see a bunch of what looks like us from a distance going into your city, and it's not us. It just feels weird. Can we do
I
something
don't
about
know
that?
how, but this feels racist.
Essentially.
Even though, like, the horses are probably chill with it, because
Their
domestication. Yeah, same reason dogs like doing the things that dogs are good at. Dogs hunting stuff. I love doing that. That's their favorite thing. Dogs pulling sleds. They love going for a run. Don't get in between a dog that wants to pull a sled. He will run through you.
Also, don't sit behind a dog that wants to pull a sled. It will crap all over you.
Well,
Okay.
I can't say you're wrong.
It's because I'm not. They don't
In my
stop the poo. They just keep
my-
running.
In my experience, that hasn't happened, but I don't know what Nick's experience is.
Yeah, Nick has a different lived-in experience to all of us by the sounds of it. Mind you, I've never been in a dog-pulled sleigh before.
It's
Let's
fun.
party.
Cold though.
Party?
Party rockers in the house tonight.
I am just grabbing...
Sorry for potty rock.
Did you say party rockers or party rock?
I'm not gonna answer that question because it feels like a trap.
Like a trap.
They were saying potty rocket as in the kind of lettuce.
prepare for trouble and make it leafy.
Make it just absolutely terrible. You know what? We're gonna use him for this.
Arugula. I'm trying to think of. God damn it! I'm trying to think of names for Jesse and James, but plants.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have trouble with that one.
If there was a-
Jasmine, Jerusalem
was-
artichoke.
If there was a vegetarian werewolf, it would have a salad with arugula.
Oh my god.
I cannot be stopped.
However,
So yes,
welcome to the party.
I am wearing full ball gloves.
I'm
Like-
wearing a coat and a hat and a mask.
I'm always wearing fancy clothing, so yeah.
Like,
I
you
mean-
know those pretentious gloves that have the sort of like flared outfit, like riding gauntlets, but just gloves.
Oh, I got an important question.
Yeah.
Is this a ball where you where having a peace bonded weapon is acceptable?
Yes.
Cool. Then my rapier will be peace bonded. Because I assume it's required to be peace bonded.
Oh, wait. But otherwise, you have a path that goes off to the east. That's kind of a garden path type of thing. Or there's the front door to the manor. As you can see, right in front of you, there are two guards, one at either side of the door.
Should have bought a corset dagger before we went in. Gosh darn it.
See, now I'm
Can't
just
you just,
imagining Sunshine in a corset, and it's just like, perfect.
No, it's actually just to keep all the rats secure.
See,
I
that's
can't
worse.
smuggle in my pole arm.
No, that's a little bit too big, unfortunately. But something
I
like
have
a rapier
anything?
or a short sword.
Don't
No.
own one of those.
All I have is my hand wraps of mighty blows, and I'm sure no one's going to be looking at those under my gloves.
Probably not now. It's just, if someone has a great axe strapped to their back, that's probably going to be like, no. But something like a dagger, a nice looking dagger, or a rapier, or a short sword, that kind of thing's fine.
So
Mhm.
I assume I have to leave my pistol at home.
Well, how big's your pistol?
It's a flintlock pistol.
Can't ask that of someone, Matt.
Well, I mean, it's for a small creature, so.
If you want to hide it on your person, you can. But they will probably check it at the door. Because it is a
Yeah.
firearm, and there are going to be important people here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it.
Not going to risk it, that's fair. You do have your rapier, though.
Yeah, and
Uh,
that's fancy.
Solo, the gods don't even look at you.
Invisible.
Invisible in that way that stuff are invisible.
Mm-mm. Oh, I say Sola plays it up, but like they just act normal.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's one of those contextual things, because Ashi's in his fine clothes at the moment, so with you behind him, Solar, it's just, you're in the background.
Yep.
Otherwise, like I said, you can go in through the front door, or you can take the garden path around to the east.
Front door.
Yeah, it'd be weird not to.
I mean, Sunshine, as the Leshy representative that he is gonna
Yep.
go inspect the gardens. Oh wait, sorry, not a pirate.
So it's not a pirate.
I'm not. I'm gonna go inspect the plants. Yes.
Certainly, there's an entrance to the party if you follow the garden path towards the east. However, we can take you through the house, through the front door. Invite, please. As he turns to look to you,
Here you
Horlicks.
go. Kind of reach really high up, kind of.
He takes the invite, looks it over, He runs some sort of gem over the invite and then passes it back to you. Very well, Sir Frogsley. You may
Give a
enter as you
courteous
decide.
nod, kind of like slight bow kind of deal, but not too formal.
Yeah.
It's not even magic. He's just one of those guys who's real big into the healing energy of crystals.
Yeah, it's,
No,
it's just a chunk of
Crystals
quartz.
early.
No, it's actually because I'm not allowed to wear glasses with the regulation gear, so it's like. Oh, that's
Well, okay, so I grabbed this token from the Game Master Guide. But just so everyone can have a proper look at it. Yeah, look, if you need glasses...
Absolutely.
That guy has big OWO energy.
I hate that I understand that reference. But yeah, no, look. If he needs glasses to see, yeah, no, it's not outside the realm of possibility.
The guard says you may go in. Prolix looks up at the door, looks back at them. If you don't mind, like just because of where the handle probably is.
He opens the door for you.
Fucking antechambers. Matthew, you bastard.
I pull out I pull out a handkerchief and cough rather coarsely into it.
Yep.
And if anyone's paying attention, something is coughed up into it.
Okay.
And then I put the handkerchief away.
Oh my goodness, he's got the consumption.
So, Ashi, Solar, your approach?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, the guards ask for your invite, of course.
And of course, Solar provides them.
Provide both of them.
As is the way. The guards, understanding that this is protocol in some situations, take the invites, read them over. Once again, the little crystal is kind of passed over the invites.
Oh, they both need glasses. Cool.
I was like, I'm gonna put a cool little magic detail in there for like checking to see whether the invites are fake or not. Nah, it's glasses, so they can see.
It's canon.
And you expected otherwise?
I hoped. I always hope. I live in perpetual hope. It's hard to tell from beneath the helmets that they're wearing, but you definitely get the feeling of a raised eyebrow. But they pass
whole
the
helmet
invites back.
shifts. I've seen that style helmet.
Yeah, but they give the invites back. You may enter when ready.
Oh, I love that they say
Wow.
Hrollig's fake name, but they won't give these names.
Would you like to?
They wouldn't fucking dare. Because if they say it out loud, then they acknowledge that the name is true. And if they're acknowledging the name is true, then they're in trouble. Because everyone else knows that's not the case.
Wild.
Yeah. Prolix is waiting in the antechamber because.
In we go. This isn't an antechamber.
Are you sure?
Kachak. This is an antechamber.
I'm gonna drive to your house, Matthew, and just mess
Like
you
this
right
is
up.
this is just a front door stop. They have this in the UK like all the time because it's a basically think of it as an airlock. So you're not going so you're not going blasting cold air, losing all the warmth in your house.
But yes, this room in particular, you can look up to the second level where there is a slight balcony. Otherwise, it is a plush red carpet, and there are several busts that are arranged around the outer edge of the room, depicting various members of Pontus's own family, as is kind of tradition for the more noble houses within Dorish society.
Do I recognize any of these busts?
Vaguely. in that kind of feeling that you probably saw these in portraits at some point.
Mm. Are there
Otherwise-
placards on them at all?
A couple of placards. Like I
Okay.
said, mostly kind of denoting his parentage, mostly on the male
Yep.
side of things.
Patriarchy.
However, the guard kind of gestures to the door to the north there. The party is through there. First door on the right.
Do 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 do.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, yeah?
Totally random question.
Wait, did
Are
you mean this
those-
door?
I believe you meant that door,
This
then
door up
first
here.
door on the right after we go through this one.
Yes.
Ah,
Well, Sunshine. What's up?
Are those gravestones?
They are gravestones.
Okay. Is that normal?
It's not. It's not
Just-
uncommon.
Stop there. It's not.
This is a noble house. I will let you know now that the building off to the right there is what you would call a mausoleum.
Okay, and this one?
A chapel.
Oh, okay. To whom?
yeah, Matt.
Ooh.
I guarantee you it's not Nesme.
I want to say
it's
Not Nesme, fucking Pharasma. Why do I keep thinking of that name?
I don't know.
it's definitely to one Marta Maxwell.
Don't start that. Don't start that. I'm going to say Abadar,
Okay.
the god of wealth and civilization.
We got the gold pillars out front.
No, it's more of a subdued. This is more denoting civilization as opposed to wealth.
Okay.
More information would require a religion check. And
Yeah, I
when
don't
I
have that.
eventually have this as a map that goes out as a published product, I probably won't have a church there at all.
Oh, okay.
No?
Probably not.
Why
I
not?
might have a shrine or something. Because then I
You
have to
just
draw.
saw how he panicked.
I didn't panic. I just had to think of things really quickly.
These guys stopping me?
They will be stopping you.
Yeah, they will. I've got my invitation, and I present it in both hands, looking up at them.
Avatar god of perpetual late stage capitalism. I mean, they take the invite. They run a little crystal over it, and they go, "Well, welcome to the party, Master Sunshine Pebbles." They're not
That's
paid.
My
They're,
name.
they're not paid enough to be rude.
Very good. That's my name.
That's my name. Foliage is my game.
Before we continue, I will bring it over to our other party members who are going through the actual room. As you are for the actual mansion, I should say, as you go through the first door, it kind of leads to a staircase area, which is being cornered off and guarded by a guard.
There's a guard down the hole there as well.
That's good to know.
Where some party.
All of 2 people. They appear to just kind of be hanging out in what would be a sunroom, having a couple
She
of
looks
quiet drinks.
very happy.
Very drunk, or at least happy drunk.
I'm
Otherwise,
pretty sure we fought this one in the last game.
I was about to say, if
Are
you're
you
noticing
sure?
any familiar tokens,
Yeah. Are you sure you want to use the vocabulary drunk? Because it
well,
looks like they're participating with some of the funky plants in here.
they're just ferns. It's fine. Ferns and tomato
Look high
plants.
as fuck.
They can be crunk. It's fine.
I would bring up the actual token out of there, but I think it would screw up considering what I've used for. There is one token for all of these party guests. I've just got a module going that swaps around the portraits.
Ah.
They let that guy with a staff in? Ugh, I totally could have brought my fucking boarding pike.
All right, well, I guess we gotta commit murder. I ain't drinking anything in this party.
Where's that?
Let's do 3-action magic missile on this lady here.
Wow.
If anyone remembers, this is the lady that had the relationship with Father Blackfingers in Agents of Edgewatch, and that people did not let me kill. So she got away and became the next Father Blackfingers.
For her.
For her.
Yeah, congrats on moving up in the world. Like,
She got,
it's
she
such a
got
promotion.
groomed, my dude. She got groomed.
In that particular case, she absolutely was groomed. But yeah, the wizard with the staff is currently having a little bit of a conversation with another person. And he's just like, well, I just kind of went to the guards and was like, you wouldn't part an old man and his staff. And it worked.
Like they haven't even seen Lord of the
Sunshine
Rings.
remembers that one.
Now, partially intentionally, I have not really named many of the party guests. However, I will let you know that there is a...
It's fucking Reginald.
Look, I needed snooty looking people that would kind of blend in.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised we don't have the one lady who, was,
Yo, it's Rose's mom as well.
I'm surprised we don't have the person that was, Ariel's boyfriend's ex in, Outlaw.
I'm
in
enjoying
this
that Larry was redeemed twice.
Yeah,
By the
Larry,
same
Larry, and
person.
Daryl.
Oh, okay.
We should not be in this party. This party is full of dangerous people. Wait, isn't that Father Blackfinger's token?
No, isn't that the guy that owned the sleeping demon or whatever it was called?
No.
No. He had really weird blonde hair.
I'm really enjoying that it's openly displaying the holy symbol of Norgobur.
Shh.
Yeah, so that is Father Blackfinger then.
Fuck's sake.
So we've got
Hi,
a
I'm
dude
the
that
god of
cast
secrets.
we got a dude that has cast a 3-action harm on us and then died.
Based.
A hag, a groomed teenager, a weirdo that just took L's constantly, and then blew up because, bodies? Nah, I'm an axiomite. We don't have those.
Someone who's smoking in the obviously non-smoker area.
Yeah, I don't remember who she was as a token. I don't think she was anyone. I do remember this guy was involved with something one time.
Are you
I just don't
regretting
remember what.
letting us name things yet, Matt?
Oh
Or
god, no. This was partially, like I said, partially intentional.
Partially intentional.
Um,
Hortison von Snooten.
That's obviously the half-orc.
Here we go.
Like, look at the size of that top hat.
Oh no, he actually
He's
has
got a
name.
shovel. Larry. No, he's Reginald.
Kevin Grumbles.
Reginald. Reginald
no,
the
no.
lame.
Kevin?
The benefactor. Well, we know who the benefactor is just by
Looking, apparently.
Well, him and Governor Pontus are talking very closely together.
And of course, the benefactor would worship Norgobur.
Whatever makes you happy.
It's right there.
I get it. And I was going to use some of the tokens from Outlaws of Alkenstar, but then I realized some of the tokens were just buck wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get away with using what's his name? Drax?
Yeah, look, we had straight up Digimon in that bar, so
No, I was talking
No,
about
we
the monkey
didn't.
that I was talking about the monkey goblin that never gave me his shoulder cannon, and I am so miffed about that.
I'm surprised it
it's
wasn't an
so
actual item.
cool.
I really wish it was an actual item. However, welcome to the party.
Rad.
Hi.
You have a band that is currently softly playing music for ambience underneath the tree there. You have a table to the north here that is laden with food.
Are they singing Waltzing Matilda?
Mostly what you're hearing as the ambience now is what they're playing. So
Underneath the cooler bar tree?
See, I knew where you were going with this.
Well, we have two Americans here, so I felt like I'd have to elaborate.
Oh no, that is true. Canadian and
One
American.
North Americans.
Thank you.
That wasn't to my players, that was to the most recent regime.
Oh.
So, what's the plan? You have 4 sections to kind of sabotage for said party. You have the food and drinks, obviously. You have the guests themselves. You can use the band. And there's also the staff. If you want to cause a scene, I'm kind of leaving it up to you. I have some suggestions if people want them.
I think the band is definitely all Hurling's job.
see-
Because as an upstanding Ripley,
Yeah. I was also maybe debating tossing a potion of expedition retreat into the punch bowl.
and having people just move too quickly and spill their drinks everywhere.
And well, the thing is, they also flee.
Flee from
Oh!
what?
The punch bowl.
I guess.
I do actually have a thing in there for if someone wants to poison the drinks. Like, I have it in my notes.
Am immediately gonna walk over to the food table, and I'm just gonna start looking at there's salad, I assume.
There is in fact salad. There is also a bunch of like finger foods and stuff like that. This is very much a standing up party. Usually there
Canaps
would be
and all.
canaps, lots of canaps. That weird gray stuff that gets put on biscuits.
I look
Pate.
at gravy.
Pate.
Actually,
Why did you
Hey.
go to gravy?
So
Mixed
just
in.
real quick,
Matt
we
said
don't have
biscuits.
those kind of biscuits.
No,
Goodness
biscuit,
gracious.
as in like water crackers.
What? Oh my!
Also,
Biscuits
kitchen
and
fruit
gravy, not a thing.
I start looking at the leafy dishes suspiciously, and I'm just gonna turn to the governor and say, "Are these given their rights as their cooked, or
He
are
looks
you just being a heathen?"
He looks down at you in both the literal sense and the metaphorical sense.
Yep.
And we're just gonna do a quick little...
You need a DC for anything?
Oh no, I'm good. Like I said, I've copied these down. I have the notes. He kind of looks to you and goes, "Ethically sourced, I assure you." Or at least my staff would assure you.
Do you mind if I verify that?
I don't mind at all.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the kitchen then.
And the kitchen be over there.
Yeah, I just needed to make an excuse to go in, you know? Otherwise the guards probably would have stopped me.
Very effective.
Alright, while Sunshine is doing that, who wants to do the next thing?
I direct Frolix to the band, whilst Sola and I attempt to hit up Rose's mum.
Alrighty. Yes.
Colleagues, what do you want to do about the band? They seem to be just kind of playing casually, very much wedding band vibes. Like, they're not putting a hell of a lot of effort in, but they're professional musicians, so they're doing a professional job.
Don't you know anything livelier? Like, I understand this is supposed to be a party.
The loop player kind of looks to you and goes, look, I know, but we kind of have a set list for this. That was kind of given to us by the... And he kind of gestures over to the governor. And unfortunately, it's not a real long set list.
Yeah. I really doubt this governor dude would really realize if you slip in a few extras.
I need a diplomacy check.
You're making a request.
You are, in fact, making a request. So if you have any skill feats that work with that, by all means.
Let's check my 3 skill feats. Underwater Marauder does not apply. Neither does Academic Performer.
Unless you're going swimming in the punch bowl, I don't think so.
I think I physically can, though. If I so choose. Yeah, so I will. Do you want this private or?
Oh, you can make it public.
Ooh.
The loop player kind of turns to the other bandmates, and they're also kind of looking detached would be the best way. It's the face that an entertainer puts on when it's like, we're here to do a job, but we're not allowed to look bored.
Yeah.
It is the performance equivalent of a retail face, for all those who are aware of it.
Oh, yeah.
And he nods to you. He goes, we'll see what we can do. It should be in a song or two.
Alrighty, I'll be looking out for it.
See, the irony is I only have the one song for this scene, but I can grab something else. It's fine.
Just put on the combat music.
Yeah.
What's new Pussycat?
Whoa.
Yeah, choose. Just put on something a lot more upbeat and faster paced.
The combat music.
No, I've got
we
something
need
in
to have a
mind.
distinction between combat music and when we actually enter combat.
Yeah, otherwise it'll be like, are we in combat or not? Actually, that could be fun in its own ways. All right.
I mean, this is social combat, is it not?
It is a little bit. Archie and Sola.
All right. Archie and Sola. So yes. Time to talk to Rose's mum, I guess. Greetings. I am Archibald. Whom may I be speaking with?
Dala. Madam Dala. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I make a brief, medium bow.
Yep.
Pleasure's all mine, Madam Dala. But it appears the room has been slightly sullied by some of these guests. appears that the governor's influence seems to be slipping with this riffraff that he's introduced into our midst.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Hey, yo, that's what I do.
What you
Gestures
do?
towards the frog.
Oh wow.
Do you want?
Gestures towards
Public.
the freaking Leshy.
Yeah, the Leshy that may or may not have some rat tails sticking out of his coat pockets.
Maybe.
Public or hidden?
Public. Public's fine.
Oh
God.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. She rolls her eyes and goes, well, it's not so much, well, he's keeping much different company nowadays. The governor and the governor and his precious benefactors. I won't speak ill of business partnerships. Such things are beyond a lady such as I. But it's drawing in some unsavory individuals.
Indeed, it appears that some new leadership might be in order for this fair cape. Beneficial for both business partners and the crown alike.
Well, the crown certainly does need to clean up the nobility a slight bit.
Does seem so. I heard that there was this ruckus down in the docking yards, one of the governor's own business partners and his benefactor, indeed.
Yes, such unfortunate business. It was... You would think you'd have security of some sort, or at least something to stop an entire shipyard from going up in flames.
You would think.
Indeed,
Though, she looks
whispers on
over
the wind direct it to seem like it was some sort of incident with his non-paid staff.
Oh, she looks fairly more interested in the conversation, like the sharing of gossip. So you're saying this was some sort of worker uprising?
Uprising would be putting far too much stock into the capabilities of his workforce. No, I am saying that his workforce may not have been completely whole.
Oh? And what would you mean by that?
I heard that they had been working with the Void Rights, and that acquisition of that previous establishment meant the acquisition of his personnel included.
Oh, that is quite a scandal. Quite a scandal indeed. Well,
Everyone knows that core and critical craftsmanship comes from the deftness of a mortal hand.
or at least
Shells of humanity cannot do anything anywhere near as talented as us.
well, or at the very least, those who are not bound by magic contracts. Sola,
Hello.
could you give me a perception check, please?
Sure hope so.
As all this is going on. Are you happy with
No.
that? No?
There we go.
That's a bit better. You're happier with that?
23 is good.
Well, let's zoom this out a little bit so chat can see as well. As Governor Pontus has started discussing something with one of the guards and is pointing over to the kitchen.
Is he pointing at the kitchen?
He is in fact pointing at the kitchen.
That's not great. I can get arrested, it's fine.
Get added to the salad, more like it.
True.
Ooh, there's a
Are
fresh
they
This
serving
version of
sushi
ethically
here?
sourced.
Do
and
they need anything to finish up a sushi wrap?
oh god. The two guards begin to have a little bit of a discussion before starting to move towards the kitchen door. Speaking of them, Well, first things first. Solar, how do you respond?
Please allow me to go fetch some refreshments for you both.
Thank you, attendant.
Alright. Are you doing anything in particular, Solar, or just kind of heading over there as backup?
I'm going to be the most in-the-way servant that I am going to buttle like no butler has butted before.
It's kind of worse, because if you've ever been to one of these events as staff, this door is constantly moving, especially when you're kind of mid-service.
Is it one of those, like, flip doors that's just, like, constantly swinging?
No, it wasn't designed
Because
for
of
that kind of
people?
thing.
Okay.
It really should have.
It really should have. But yeah, it's very much a case of the door keeps opening and shutting, because they don't want the guests to see the staff doing their work, unless they're, they're waiters or things. So the door has to be closed, but the staff needs it open for access. So you're already having this situation where the staff is butting heads with the guards, and now you're including yourself in that, Solar. So good work.
Anytime.
But, Sunshine! You're
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
Yeah. So, I imagine Sunshine has been walking around the kitchen looking like an inspector.
Wear your uniform,
And-
look like you know what you're doing, you're good to go.
And, just whenever no one is looking at him, he just reaches into his pocket, pulls out a rat, and puts it down.
Give me a thievery check. That's a sleight of handness.
Yeah, it is. Let me throw you that. I will hero point that. Okay. It's a little better.
It is a little bit better. Well, you kind of go about your business doing that. And
Whenever I put down like either heads, shoulders, or knees, I do take off their hats so they aren't identifiable.
yeah, so they so they're not
Can't have them
obviously
trace anything back to us.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. And it's as you're kind of doing this, one of the staff absolutely sees you kind of handling a rat and lets out a little bit of a shriek as the door opens. And Solar, butlering
Mm-hmm.
to get in the way. I kind of
Yep.
want to say society.
You got it.
Please tell me you have good society.
I have great society.
I'd hope so.
I have decent society.
Butlering to make an interruption. I see how it is.
You do have decent society.
You've
Lord
got
Butler.
great society.
Lord Butler should absolutely be a thing.
You can make anything you want a lore.
You kind of can. You just need to pass it with
Butler's
the
profession,
GM.
so it's fully valid for it.
You just ask your GM, hey, can I make this a lore?
Can my background be Butler? Oh god, a rogue whose background is Butler. I was the butler who did it.
I'm pretty sure that is a background.
It might very well be. But, Solar, you are kind of getting in the way, and
Mhm.
there was a waiter trying to get out, and you're trying to, well, what are you doing as the
I match
butlering?
that motherfucker's steps like a mirror. But I'm
Like
a
the-
robot, so even though he tries to like do that awkward laugh, I'm stone-faced about it.
It's like those guards in Legend of Zelda that try and block you from proceeding to a particular location because you haven't done something.
I
and they're
squat,
just-
arm out, and just continually crab walk one way to the other.
It's
That is a
awkward for a
throwback
couple
and
of
a half.
moments, but then there's the kind of call out from the kitchen of a rat. And that kind of emanates through the open door, and some of the other partygoers kind of look towards.
Do I hear?
You would hear. There is definitely murmuring starting to go around.
Would I be able to do something
Can
with this all
Sunshine
distraction?
say something really quick?
Sunshine can say something really quick, and then I'll get to you, Horlicks.
Sunshine is going to, holding this rat in his hands, scream, you're letting rats in the kitchen! I'll have you for desecrating my brethren! And I'm gonna try to intimidate them.
Intimidate? I was gonna go for deception, but I can see intimidate in this situation.
Yeah. I'm not gonna, it's a snap thing, so I can't have hunted them. Oh, let's go.
I mean, that's good enough. And there's kind of there's a silence that falls over the kitchen for a couple of moments while someone is looking for someone to blame for, like, the rats being in the kitchen. And this is when the guards kind of manage to get in, or at least one of them. Sir, could you come with us, please?
Me? What?
Yes.
Whatever for?
We would like to discuss the ethical use of leafy greens in a kitchen.
Discuss away. There are rats desecrating this kitchen right now. Do you hear that? And Sunshine is being as loud as possible.
Oh,
This door is open.
The waiter is still trying to get out, and Solar is still stuck there. But before we continue, Horlicks.
Can I spike the punch bowl with this while this distraction's going on?
You absolutely can. Give me a thievery check.
Do I get a circumstance bonus because of all the commotion?
Yeah, I'll give you a circumstance bonus for that. +1.
+1.
Because they're all still kind of looking in that general direction. Because the table's kind of over here-ish. But they are very much distracted, so we'll give you that +1. Oh, kitchen debacle. Alright. Love it.
And like I said before, it's a potion of expeditious retreat.
Well, it will take a couple of minutes for people to start getting, like, the drinks and start filing through. But our dear lady here will be one of the first to, you know, kind of take a sip. And it's like, oh my goodness, the tea at this party. As she starts to drink. And you see her starting to look for an exit sign. It's not enough to have her at a full run, but, you know, people will start, you know, feeling like they have to leave pretty quickly.
Getting jittery.
Potion of diuretic.
I mean, just hopefully the governor doesn't get thirsty.
Do you really think the governor's going to drink that? He probably has his own stock.
It's his own party.
Yeah, and he's not going to be drinking his own expensive wine?
Or the gift wine we brought him?
He's not going to be drinking that, let's be real.
I will say for Horlicks and Archie, the governor and the benefactor are having something of a conversation now that is getting a little bit more heated.
So
Am
the
I
punch
able to
bowl-
overhear anything?
Punch bowl here?
Around there, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'd also, I guess,
Perception checks
if I'm able to. If
for
I'm
the
not,
two of
that's
you.
fine.
Damn, some eagle eye elixirs would not have gone astray here. Man, if only we had like some sort of person that can make those just for free.
Every single day.
Bullhorn. I wish. Actually, no, someone does have Bullhorn.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
For the two of you, yeah, there it is. Because you both succeeded on the check. They're having kind of a hurried discussion. It's mostly in common, but there is snippets of another language that kind of peters through from the benefactor. Neither of you recognize it.
Dang
However,
it.
It's not one of my 4 languages.
no, unfortunately. And I don't have ready access to everyone's languages at the moment, so
Am I able to use society to determine what language they're speaking in?
you can give it a shot, but it will be difficult. But you can roll this one publicly.
Matt, what language are they speaking in?
Oh, goodness. It is a variation on Necrol.
That
Necrol.
tracks.
That's dead people language, right?
Yes.
One of them.
You've never really heard it spoken in actual conversation. You would remember once upon a time when you were learning the other languages, a teacher would have demonstrated its usage. This would be known as High Necrol.
Oh. Fancy.
But every time he starts to slip into it, the governor kind of pulls him back into speaking a more common language that they both share properly. However,
Naruhodo.
Oh,
eventually,
it's more upbeat now.
see, I switched the music up. I just found something really quick. But the benefactor actually excuses himself and leaves. And the governor is looking very annoyed as he begins to walk over to all the fuss over here and starts to yell.
What's he yelling?
What is all of this going on here now?
Oh, just the man I'm looking to talk to. You've got rats in your kitchen defiling the leafy vegetables. They're defiling it. And just cut to a bowl of lettuce and like head just sort of like standing in it, throwing it in the air with his little rat hands.
Just kind of ratatouille. Well, it's not ratatouille, is it? It's like the end of Ratatouille up in there.
Yeah.
The governor kind of turns to his two gods and said, I told you to get rid of them quietly and subtly, or did I have to handle this myself? Archie, with you,
Yeah.
the
Try
lady
to get rid of me quietly and subtly, it won't work.
The lady kind of looks to you and goes, this happens at every one of these parties that he throws. He loses his temper about something and then it just changes the entire vibe of the whole event. It was a pleasure to
Fine.
meet you, Archibald. I will be taking this advantage to make my leave.
As you, madam. I hope your evening is far more pleasant.
And she will be leaving the party. As for the business over here, with the outright aggression being shown, as the governor is starting to gesture with his cane, the other party goers are starting to kind of move away and out.
Oh, I try and usher in like a crowd of observers.
Give me a diplomacy check. See if we can get
I
Larry
use-
and Kevin.
I use my cool glasses to
Glasses of sociability.
yeah.
All right. You start assembling the people who were kind of like, "This is awkward. We're all gonna leave," and instead it's more of like, "Hey, let's see where this goes then."
Mm.
Until they start drinking the speedy wine.
And drinks do start to get passed around. Now, Sunshine,
Yeah.
are you going quietly?
Absolutely not.
Well, let me rephrase that. You can yell and shout as much as you like. The main question is if they kind of take you, I want to say arm in arm, but that's kind of weird. If they take you away, will you resist?
If they so much as touch me, I'm resisting.
Boy,
I am a distinguished Leshy.
That is absolutely perfect. I will get initiative from everyone.
Ruh-roh.
Can I grab that intimidation as my initiative?
You can.
Can I take that diplomacy as my initiative?
You can.
If we're doing that, I guess I'll do the thievery.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
You're good? Yeah, you're good.
Now, I don't remember. Did Bart want us to dispatch the governor at this stage? Or is that a later stage?
The idea was to disrupt the party to the point that the benefactor would not be looking at him favorably. That has occurred.
Wonderful.
And he has exited into one of the side rooms to do something off screen. And Frolics, where was that thievery check? There it is.
Yeah.
And we will roll our people in. Solar, you'll be up first.
Great.
The gods are getting to the point where they're brandishing weapons.
Yeah, they are.
Neat.
What weapons do they have, Matt?
Under normal circumstances, they would have glaives and crossbows. In this particular instance, they have saps. Or billy clubs, whichever way you want to put it.
Let's see. First, I will.
So do they have, like, the glaives on their person?
No.
Oh.
They're at a party, so they're not going to be, like, brandishing full-out weapons.
Ugh. I want a glaive, Matt.
Or you
I'll
have,
buy
like-
one.
Yeah, but this would be a special one that's, like, stamped and stuff.
No, I just need a weapon in this fight, and I want a reach weapon.
Well, disarm then!
But they don't have a glaive.
No, that is very true. Alright, 10-foot burst. Where's the burst? Like, everyone? So, like, there?
Well, like, yeah. Sort of.
Yeah?
Everyone in that general angry direction.
I will get a... We'll say from you as well, Sunshine.
Okay. I will save.
We have a failure, and a failure.
And a success.
That will be a success for you, Sunshine.
Awesome.
He has a plus 11.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just rolled really badly.
Nice.
Failure. Any emotion effects that would affect the creature are suppressed, and the creature can't use hostile actions. If the target is subject to hostility from any other creature, it ceases to be affected by common emotions. So yeah, the gods start to settle down, and so does the governor. However, the governor is also looking around now. Sola, that'll be you done.
It's my turn.
Archie.
Does a bon mot count as a hostile action?
Considering the situation you're in at the moment, I'm gonna say no. It's a party. People are expected to, like, talk shit. So who are you bon moting?
Do the other guards still look like they're poisoning weapons?
For the purposes of this encounter, you have Governor Pontus and the two guards.
Okay, so the other two. Okay.
Will not be involved.
A decorative.
Yes. For showsies.
What about a demoralize?
A demoralize is still fine, because consider the situation, demoralize will be fine. If this was in
Wonderful.
like a combat with people drawing swords on one another, then different story.
Yep. Okay.
So
We'll open with a bon mot on the governor.
yep.
Governor Pontus, this party seems to be quite raucous here. Are your parties such? And I will diplomancy. That is 13. We do not like that. Goodbye. Reroll using hero point.
Rerolling that one.
22.
That's
a
much
success.
better. Well, you are aware of his will save at this point,
By a modicum.
so that will be a pass. So he has.
Hooray.
You have succeeded. He is under the effects of bon mot.
Wonderful.
Gets a little speech bubble there.
And I will demoralize the one inside. Can I? Because I can technically see him.
You only need a line of effect for. You do need a line of sight. Never mind. Ignore me. Intimidate.
I can see him. Demoralize. You there, oppressing your guests? This does not seem like a very dignified presence for yourself. It is not intelligible because he's a person. Oh, is that a critical success?
Little success on him.
Oh yeah.
They are not as good as the others.
Is there any recognition to voice or appearance that the governor has after the bon mot?
He is looking a little bit more. He's definitely looking in your direction, and you can tell that he's preparing some sort of retort. But I have to wait until it's his turn before we can.
Indeed.
Good news.
Good news indeed. You have one action left, I believe, Archie.
He does. Can he retort when I'm not here?
You just gotta walk away.
I mean, I'm thinking on it. Can I quick blink through the wall?
You can
Yes.
blink through the wall.
I can
Oh, you're
quick blink
checking-
into the pot plant.
We now know what Daryl was
Would-
getting into.
Would would a quick blink arouse suspicions? You know what? Let's just walk. Let's just stride.
Just stride.
No one's gonna have it. Where did the benefactor go?
They went into a side room here.
Oh, I want to have a look, but I don't want to fuck this up. We've done so well tonight.
You have done
I'm just
really
gonna
well tonight.
I'm just gonna stride away.
Okay.
It appears this is on the shambles. I will be departing. And I turn towards the guests. I appreciate your company, fellows. I hope that we meet again under more favorable circumstances. And
Well-
I make me way. I make me way downtown, walking fast,
Faces pass.
and I'm shipbound.
Alright. Well, that's you done. Governor Pontus. For his point, he's going to be turning to the crowd, and this is how he's addressing the bon mot. And he'll be like, look, the party's still fine. There is nothing to be concerned about. There are no rats in the kitchen, as he tries to close the door.
Get dry.
There are no rats on. Oh, what's the city?
In
Bossing
Boston,
say.
No. There are no
You don't-
rat men in for what's a majig? The Vermintide.
I don't remember.
I mean, that's like any city in Vermintide. Let's be real.
Yeah, there's a most notable one.
No Rat
it's-
City.
It starts with an N.
No Rat City. Yeah.
No.
Is it? It's not Mordheim, is it?
No.
No.
It starts with an N.
Yeah.
It's on a river.
Continue along. Sorry, Matt.
No, you're fine. I had to find the skill check. I don't think that will do it. for your diplomacy DC.
For my does not beat my diplomacy DC. No.
So he is still bomb mode. He is starting to get
Oh.
aggressive with the crowd. I'm not going to go into the full language that he's starting to use, but he's pretty much at this point yelling at them to stay. And you get the feeling that most of the people here are just waiting for him to look the other way, and then they're going to fuck right off.
It's Nuln, by the way. N-U-L-N.
Yes, Nuln.
Nuln.
There are
Yes.
there are no rat men in the sewers of the city Nuln.
Well, that's one skill action done. He is going to do a perception.
Okay. On whom? On
He's doing a
what?
seek action.
Okay.
He's trying to find me.
Yep.
Did he just not see Archie just walk away?
I mean, it's not like I tried to do it surreptitiously.
Well, it's not just finding where he left that he's perceptioning for, but this is a seek equivalent action.
It's very high.
In his aggression, however, he is going to give one of the guards a nudge towards you, Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he also fail the calm emotions?
Yeah.
All three of them did, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
he did too.
Yeah.
So he won't be doing a punch. Thank you for the reminder. He will walk over to the rest of the party guests. He will step towards them, sorry, and he will still be kind of commanding them as much as he possibly can to stay. Sunshine.
Little does he know, they're all about to flee.
Yeah,
Risk
no.
it for the biscuit. I'm striding. I'm opening the door. Shit. Fuck. That is exactly what I didn't want to see.
You have
I mean,
found
as far
the...
as you're aware, everything's hunky dory because you. Oh wait, no, you succeeded on the calm emotions. Never mind.
Yeah.
You have succeeded in finding the pantry.
Yeah.
Gore.
Shit.
Worse,
Why?
you have one action remaining.
Are there any like kitchen knives near me?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna interact to grab one of those.
Why are you grabbing a kitchen knife? Everyone's happy now.
I'm not attacking. I'm just being prepared. That's all three though.
Also, the guests
Um,
cannot see into the kitchen at this point. They can hear the stumbling and everything else like that. They can hear that there's a kerfuffle happening, but they do not see Sunshine at this point.
They hear Sunshine run and then just go, "Arr, fuck."
Were you loud enough for them to hear that? Because that's a distance.
Eh,
Uh,
it's like playing a game of shit fuck.
but
Sunshine
does
swears
that
like a
count
sailor.
as like a dagger?
Yes, it will count as a dagger. Prolix,
Okay.
it is your turn.
Are you just gonna collect weapons from everything we do?
Yes.
Every dungeon, a weapon.
Okay, so my weapon's currently peacebound.
Yes.
Can I do a thievery check to undo the peace bond, but not like be very obvious about it?
This is absolutely a use of thievery. Go for it. This is an interact action, of course, so you will be using an action.
I assumed as such.
You are pretty sure you have done so unnoticed.
That is good news.
How long does calm emotions last?
That's a great
It's
question.
a minute.
Enough time to get out.
Oh,
I gotta tumble through though.
now
Do
now
you?
They're hostile.
No,
They
they're not.
just can't use hostile actions.
Are they? Oh, dang it.
Their disposition at the moment is hostile. They cannot use hostile actions, however. Unless someone,
Ooh.
attacks them.
I'm not.
How do I wanna
didn't
do
say
this?
you
so
were.
bad, but I can't.
Huh.
Good
Okay.
use of calm emotions, though.
I know, right? Well done, Nick. Even without loading up on charisma, he's still diplomating his way out of combat.
Yeah.
While
Okay.
you're considering your actions, Frolix, I'm just gonna start moving people out.
Yeah.
And then there's me weaponizing my voice.
Yeah, because I'm I'm gonna send you the message that I'm very much deliberating, Matt.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. No, I'm aware.
Yeah,
You are getting something of an opening.
that I am.
He's about to panache.
I think Oh, actually, I think that I have one that's not considered is not considered a hostile action.
Can't you try to fascinate?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, okay, so I will perform for fascinating performance.
Frog schemes.
Yeah, frog schemes.
That's
It very much
fine.
is that. So I'm
Whoa,
gonna
that's a
do...
list.
That is
yeah,
a list.
and I'm not using any of them. No, it's because I have acrobatic performer, so all those buttons don't actually work for me. That's
Oh, but you're doing well though.
25. So for fascinating performance, so we are in combat.
We are in combat. And I think I'm
Okay.
about to switch which encounters are happening at the moment.
Yeah, so I can only crit. So I get to choose 4 people, which is him, him, and him. Did I crit succeed on any?
You crit succeeded on the gods.
They are fascinated.
They are fascinated.
Oh, that's great. That's great news.
Yeah, that's fantastic news. That makes
Cool.
what I'm about to do so much easier.
So yeah, so they're fascinated. Are these cards technically inside the combat?
Nah.
Nah. It's
Nah.
important because I can select up to 4. So I was like,
Oh, if you want to fascinate them as well. Once again, that'll
Yeah,
make it
I
easier
mean-
for me.
yeah, I guess I'll fascinate that guy. I can only select 4, so.
For now.
Well, now. Yes. And then that will give me panache.
Oh yeah.
And once the last of the guests leave,
Mm-hmm.
this should have been sheathed. I will draw Snakebite.
Alright. Well, the 2 gods are fascinated. So they're not going to be doing much. As we get to the end of the round. However, the governor lets out a high-pitched whistle.
Oh, I don't like that.
As
I was
he
really
starts
hoping
to
fascinate him.
take off his jacket.
Oh, I really don't like that.
I was trying to be calm. I was trying to be controlled. I was trying to
He's
get through at
calm.
least.
Still calm.
I was trying to get through at least one event without some disaster happening. But it appears my enemies are everywhere.
I mean, you started this.
I just need to remove him for a second. Don't worry, this
Did
won't
you
be
just
permanent.
know you him?
Yes, I did.
As he takes off his hat.
He takes off his hat.
Oh,
I'm not in the room. I can't
God.
see.
Oh my god, he's secretly an Akata?
Show me, show me.
You have to come back.
And from out of one of the side rooms, two Akata emerge.
Can,
What
can
is
they
it?
open doors?
they have
It's
the opposing
kind of more of a
things?
sudden charging thing,
Okay.
as I set them
Oh,
to
I've got a
aggressive.
great idea.
It should be noted the fascinated guards you can just walk past.
I'm aware.
Oh,
I've got
fuck, it's a
great
bristleback.
idea.
They're not even in this combat. And yes,
Exactly. That's why I was like, yeah.
one of the Akata looks a little bit bigger than the other one, and it still has its tentacle-like hair, but it also has an arrangement of bristles across its back. Kind of like a hedgehog, but just in a one kind of subtle row.
Uh-oh.
And they
What's its speed? 400 feet?
and they look exceptionally
It's blue.
threatening.
Gonna punch it until rings come out.
However, Solar, it is your turn.
Cool. Well, Sola is going to bow to the governor, thank him for the party on behalf of Master Archibald, and then bye. Just so
In
that-
this mode, actually, would you say Master Archibald in this moment?
Light restriction, set restriction.
What name would I give him?
The one that you wrote on the paper.
Let's hear the name. Hear the name. Hear the name.
I mean, unless you would still, regardless, have referred to him as Master Archibald, then yeah.
Probably not. Do you want to just like quickly send me the name?
No, just okay, we'll just stick with it, so we can keep going and wrap this up.
Okay.
Because we are running a
Um,
little bit over, but
Yeah. I'll stand here, see Master Archibald, just like sort of motion to all the other things that are now happening.
Bristleback Sanic. It's just gonna get confusing for all of you if I want to change his name.
No, I'll know that
But keep
Sanic
going.
is the bristleback.
I'm kind of looking for direction on whether to just leave or stay.
Should I say
I
or
will
should
note
I
that
go?
college
Should I
is
stay
ready
or
to
should
fight.
I go?
Sunshine's ready to fight.
That's less visible.
Absolutely is. But he is.
I gotta bring out the other stat sheet for him. So, what you doing, Sola?
I would love to know that. With the exception of Sunshine, are we leaving or are we fighting?
Oh, I'm fighting.
I mean, I have no idea, and I am making my way outside.
I have made the wall transparent for
I
you,
will-
Archie, so you can see what's about to go down.
I
will
can see.
simply grab you by like the back of your coat and then just spin you around.
Ah, that's an arcana.
There are.
I'm pretty sure I am. Matt, can you uninvisible the wall?
Uninvisible?
Yeah, just to make sure I can still see the arcana.
Well, I
Well,
think it's a
'cause-
glass wall, isn't it? It's a
Yeah.
sunroom.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
never
that
mind.
was the
then.
idea. It's just the way that the
I am-
map is set up.
Right. Well, I guess we kind of need to deal with this.
Okay. Final action skill issue.
So guidance, done. And we go to Governor Pontus. I need to put Bonmo on. So I need to just scroll up very, very quickly.
And still calm emotions.
He's calmed. I don't know if changing form uncalmed him, but oh wait, actually he wouldn't be calmed anymore because Sola didn't sustain.
Do you
It's a
need to sustain?
It's sustained to a minute.
Yeah, sustained up to a minute.
It is a sustained. Do you want to sustain and?
Yeah, I'm taking back guidance. Get that off yourself.
Yeah, cool. I kind of didn't want to use it anyways, so I'm glad this is the occurrence. I don't want guidance immunity. Get that hell out of here.
I might need it for something else very soon. The governor then will draw one of his weapons.
That's a hostile action.
Oh god, he's not actually.
Just
using
step
it
towards me. Step towards me. Save me in action.
yet. He's actually got some interesting. He's got an interesting action that he might be able to do. So he interacts to draw his weapon. The weapon in question is a length of leather cord or twine with a wooden rod attached to one end, and it has some sort of nodule on one end of it.
Dude's got fucking nunchucks.
It would be actually known as a combat lure. It is a weapon that is
combat
used.
what?
A combat lure.
A
It is a
whip.
weapon used for
Oh,
training
lure.
animals.
Ah, I'm with you.
And then he kind of puts one hand up to his forehead, and we see the bristleback suddenly look very alert. As it charges over to you, Horlicks.
Oh,
Yeah,
also.
Did he just
sorry.
command it?
Yeah, can he
Um,
command it to do a hostile action? Wouldn't that be a hostile action?
He is certainly very calm at the moment.
I'm just saying.
He didn't order it to strike.
Just ordered it to approach.
This is
Okay.
bullshit. Guys only listen. How can you be commanded? Oh, broken encounter.
I'm just measuring something up very quickly. Yeah, no, that
making sure it can get there in the first place.
Well, I was hoping to move it into flanking,
Ah.
but that's not gonna work. So for his final action, our dear governor is just gonna step up.
Okay.
As for the bristleback,
Sanic.
fine, Sanic. Are you happy now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Matt, your viewers paid for that.
I still don't regret it either. No, I want it in actions. Thank you. The bristleback has no such restrictions from calm emotions, so it's going to attempt to demoralize your Horlicks.
They can try.
It has a special thing that means that it can try to demoralize without using language.
Okay. They can try.
Intimidating glare.
Essentially. And we'll get that intimidate from him.
That is a failure.
Well, doesn't change what he does next.
And that's my
He's
wish.
gonna take a nip.
Wow. No. No.
Shit, he remembered.
I did remember.
Damn
I like
it.
the little animations.
I was hoping he wouldn't remember. But he was, in fact, saving them.
I'm just gonna have to reroll it. That's not letting me do that thing.
Oh, God.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Ah, villain
Yeah,
point
that
used. Yes, it is a little bit of a long stream. I kind of want to finish it on this battle. My apologies for people involved. 22 damage. Horlicks?
Yeah.
Gosh darn people not being available, delaying sessions. Ugh. Those are the worst. I hate those people.
And he does have one action remaining. Yep, he's just gonna try again. Yeah, though, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I used my villain points, so I'm ecstatic.
Hate you.
Archie!
You are the worst sometimes.
What?
That
You know,
thing
that's-
that you wanted to happen? Nah, I'm gonna critically succeed on that now.
Maximum impact? Okay.
Yeah, it was only half my HP. It's fine.
Okay.
You do have line of effect and line of sight, if that helps.
Through the glass?
Well,
Yeah,
line of
what
effect
cla-
means you can just kind of draw a line, but if you're going to be shooting
Ah.
stuff, then yes, that is
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit of an issue.
Oh, I
However-
thought the glass wall would stop line of effect.
The door's open.
No, we need to settle this.
You're going to summon an elemental?
I will summon myself a water elemental.
Alright.
A damp scamp.
A damp scan.
A damp scamp.
So,
A water scamp.
Wait, need to clear the filters. Unfortunately, I don't think it's been brought over yet. So I
A
still think it's
method?
called a method.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Where are you boarding it in? I'm
That's a
looking for
great
it to be unlocked.
question. Somewhere within 30 feet. He's got a breath attack, but he's still calm emotioned. What are his other abilities, Matt?
Breath weapon, he can drench someone.
What does drenching do?
It just kind of puts out any torches or
Why-
fires they might have on them.
You know what? Why don't I just bring up the stat block for it? So I can actually...
Otherwise, he has flying and he has a claw attack.
Scamp.
He wouldn't happen to be particularly salty, particularly annoyed.
I mean, if he wants to bring in a saltwater method, I don't see an issue with this.
I mean, the use case scenario has been presented to us. Almost had it.
Because then you could just probably drench the Akata.
Oh, it's
Which
still got the
would
freaking
suck.
method tag
It will have the method tag at least until the remaster comes through.
in archives.
Yeah.
The names have been redone for all the new ones, but not the old ones.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there
'cause
wasn't a
they,
wood
uh,
method.
Okay, he can cast Acid Arrow.
Oh, he does have spells.
It's gonna
He can
counteract.
cast it once.
Indeed.
Ever. In his entire life.
He will be summoned from the plane of water to cast the one spell.
And misses.
Now.
Do
don't
we
start saying that.
do we remember Arcadas are not immune to acid effects, are they?
They are resistant. Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong stat block.
Yeah, I was gonna say the scamp definitely is.
They have no weakness or resistance to acid. You've already established
Yes.
this.
So Sunshine says,
So
I want the
Sunshine,
bristleback.
expert.
I want bristleback not to be around anymore until that calm emotion goes. So he will spend 2 actions casting acid arrow. At the bristleback.
Easy done. Well, let's do that. Attack. Would you like to use
Alright,
your hero point to reroll?
I would like to use your villain point to reroll.
I don't have any left.
What did you use the other one on?
Shut up, Sam.
I used it on Governor Pontus's earlier perception check.
Oh, on me?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I have a hero point left? Do
You
I
do.
want
Did
to
you
try and
really
make this
want
work?
him to notice my rats? Was that what you really wanted?
Pretty much, because I was looking at the time and being like, no, we kind of need to
I would like to reroll that.
reroll it.
Yeah, I want that bristleback hurt. That's a hit. Yeah,
That is a hit.
3d8
It's
plus
just hit.
1d6 persistent acid. Oh, that's
Ooh.
big.
Oh,
That's some
Oh,
seven.
wow.
that's
Yes.
damage.
Oh,
And-
that persistent damage is going to get him, isn't it?
I'm just double checking. No, I still have to drag it out.
Just drag the status, yeah. That's my turn.
Yeah, no, that absolutely is. Hey, Sunshine.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, yeah.
First off, technically the rats should be there.
That's fine.
So, Matt.
Yes.
One, I hear the Akata, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
absolutely.
a Pavlovian response. I'm like, oh my god, Akata. Can I look around? One, this is a kitchen. There is
Yeah.
salt.
Yeah. No. This is-
Two, is there a pot of water anywhere? Like, maybe over the fire so that the salt would dissolve quicker.
Yes, there would be a pot of boiling water.
I would like to take the salt, interact to grab the salt,
Yep.
step towards the fireplace,
Yep.
drop the salt into the fireplace, free action,
Yep.
interact to pick up the pot.
Done. That's 3 actions.
That's my turn.
The entire time, Sunshine's just like, I'm an alchemist.
Yeah. Exactly.
I read about this in that one story with the rat man.
Frolics. It's boiling hot water as well, so.
Yeah.
So that one's near death.
Does that
Yeah.
mean it does fire damage?
I want to go full Nova and Governor Pontus while I can.
That
It's
is
up to
completely
you.
up to you.
Because I currently have Panache, then I can tumble through to get Panache again, and then make a second attack.
It will mean that Calm Emotions is gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is why I'm tossing it kind of to the team.
I mean, there is that
Whatever.
bristleback over there that has not yet had its turn.
That's also Bristleback?
No, I
No,
think
that's
it's
just
a-
a
No,
normal
that's
one.
just
Yeah.
a regular Arcata, but it hasn't had its turn yet.
It's all on you, Horlicks.
Yeah, it's kind of a distance away. But yeah. The sake of making the comic go faster, I will just go full Nova.
Pulled over. Go
Okay.
for it.
Okay,
You have Mash.
I do.
He's got Ganache.
Yeah, I'm a reroll.
I was about to say, that doesn't feel acceptable.
No, it doesn't. I got 2 hero points.
Oh, no.
No!
Oh,
Oh,
evidence.jpg.
yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Shush.
Don't you do still like half damage? I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
Confident finisher is
Is the damage you deal with that damage button the correct one? I think it might
I'll
be.
find out.
No.
No, it is not. You deal half my precise strike damage, which in this case was 8. So I deal 4 points of damage to him.
4 points.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I need to
Uh,
find that video. Hang on, give me a sec.
Then
Keep going.
Then I will tumble through.
Tumblefur.
I should know that dash, which is important because it's gives me a bonus.
Gives you panache to remember.
Oh
God.
God!
Up to you.
Yeah. Rather not provoke. what is probably 2 attacks of opportunity.
There we go.
Critical success. There is no critical success.
Pontus right now.
Okay, that gives me panache.
Yep, you have your panache back. Ooh.
Oh,
What the hell?
yeah, full Nova, but I can't roll worse shit. Well, that's my turn. That's not-
Okay.
oh yeah, I do deal. I do. Oh, is it? I think it's only on a failure. I have to.
It's only on a failure.
So I think I just lose my panache in total.
You have been given a hero point by chat, though, colleagues.
I have been okay.
Question is, do you want
Get
to
him,
use it on that?
Battletoad.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, do I want to? Oh. Okay.
You rolled a 3. It can't get much worse.
You do have a multiple attack.
No,
penalty,
no, you're right. Can't get much worse. It's still
Wow,
missed.
that's an 18. That didn't hit.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
oof. Is he flat-footed?
I
Are you applying that flat-footed, Matt?
I did not apply that flat-footed.
'Cause
It's
don't
still.
you
I
have the
got
thing
tumble-
where
I
if
got-
you tumble through it, they're
yeah.
flat-footed?
I got tumble behind, so he's off guard. Would
Um,
that have hit?
I'm gonna say yes, considering the situation.
I just want this combat to end.
Yeah. That's okay. 7 points of damage.
All right. And that's you done, Horlicks?
Yeah, that's me done. Oh.
I'm
that's-
sorry, buddy.
It happens. It's
yeah.
fine.
Make this nice and quick. Actually. That Akata specifically has not been given an order yet, so it's just going to attack the method. Because it casts spells and stuff. Well,
No.
look on the bright side, you're not the only one rolling badly.
We'll see.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I'm like, you say this,
On a
Matt, but we all know you're gonna
Yeah.
crit that companion.
Yeah. I mean,
That is
of course,
half its health gone.
I can relate.
Only 10 damage.
Matt, is there a large thing of water anywhere nearby?
There's about to be.
That's true.
I will say that the water method will kind of explode into like a puddle of water if that helps. Oh, it's not dead yet.
Oh, no. Yeah. It was more to do with like if there is a pond, it can go under the water for fast healing.
Ah, well, it can probably go for the punch bowl.
Does that work?
And just get
It is-
expeditious retreat.
Small, not tiny.
Well, it wouldn't be fully
is-
submerged.
Yeah.
If we're tiny, it could be fully submerged. That's it done though.
I made the joke that I could swim in it in the punch bowl earlier. Does that apply?
See, I don't know which would be taller, the method or the you, Horlicks.
Well, I'm 2'1".
Just laser beaming both.
Laser beam.
Is this a 2-round one or just a regular one?
Just a regular one.
2 actions, 60 feet. Well, that'll be both of them. I can tell
Yeah.
that by eye.
That bristleback's fucked.
They need to do
I
basic
think-
reflexes.
Oh, I had to speak up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, man, love your work.
Well done, Sam.
Don't worry, we're counting, and that's 3.
Yeah, no, look, I am also Cool. Well. Hey, Alex.
Is it 2 actions? It's 2 actions for breath weapon.
It is 2 actions for breath weapon,
Gosh
which is
darn it.
unfortunate for summon minions. However, the governor.
Come at me.
Please step closer by 5 feet.
just
Yeah.
5 feet. I mean, he
Yeah.
is kind of good where he is at the moment. I just need to check something. My apologies.
Select tokens tutorial has shown up for me. I did not put my mouse there.
He is going to attempt to shove you, Horlicks.
Okay.
23 versus your
that'll-
fortitude DC.
Yeah, that'll succeed.
He is electing not to follow you. He is, however, going to point his cane towards you.
You can't do that, that's Halcyon's.
Oh, please get the Akata to group up.
Yes, I concur. Please get the Akata to group up.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
It's magical. Neat.
Don't mind me. I'm just near death.
okay.
Unminded.
He brings
Yeah.
the cane up and he flicks some sort of hidden switch on his cane as the trigger pops out and he shoots you with it.
Damn.
Shove, interact. Yep. And he reconfigures
Fuck.
his weapon.
That's not what I wanted to do. I
Now.
so hope the Akata dies at the end of its turn.
I hope I
Same.
live to the end of it.
just fucking one tapped.
Okay, I do have a question to ask.
Yeah.
We do have people who are on the other side of the world.
I can keep going till the end of the fight.
You can
As can
keep
I.
going? Yeah, as can you? Alright, we'll keep going then. As long as chat's
What
happy
about
with
you,
it.
our loyal viewers?
If chat's happy, I don't think I'll get any complaints. Especially considering if we have Australian viewers, it's only like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Probably
it's,
like no.
Sam doesn't need to eat dinner or anything.
Oh, look, I'm kind of in the same
There's
boat.
options. Yeah, I'm hungry too, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm ready.
The
Oh,
anticipation
it's not
is killing
enough.
them.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. You can't group up. Ah, what a shame. Just like go here, or yeah, have him go here. That's
Actually, no.
or even
That's
better,
a good point.
just go here.
Yeah, I mean the method.
Fuck
did
no
actually
no
splash
no 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 no! Don't do that.
No,
That's
flanking.
unnecessary.
Flanking.
No, you don't need to do that, Matt.
Flanking.
It's got pack tactics. It doesn't need to flank.
Surprisingly, they don't have pack tactics with each other.
Shit.
It is, however, going
I
to
mean-
attempt to demoralize the method, the scamp.
No no no.
That'll
That's
be a
an oof.
success. And then it's just going to attempt to bite.
Rip.
What the fuck?
Method.
You one shot it.
It's
It's
It was
dead.
already injured.
Matt, you dealt its entire health pool in one hit here.
I mean, you dropped it by half its hit points with an acid arrow. I feel fair is fair.
half.
Over half.
My
Scared of
method is
thunder.
dead.
Yeah, the bristleback's
Does
almost dead.
does it splash out in seawater?
You know what? Yes. They will take their weakness damage as the method explodes out.
How long does Bonmo last for?
Lasts for up to a minute.
Until he retorts. 1 minute. Yeah, it is.
The method explodes out,
Get.
and as the salt
you-
water sprays on both of them, yeah,
Can you roll the persistent acid damage to see if he would have died anyways?
it's not letting me click on it.
Just roll a d6.
It'll probably do it at the end of the turn.
No, that is probably true.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it would have died from
What
persistent
up?
acid. But as the method explodes, it sprays the two Akata with salt water. They recoil from it. One of them kind of stumbles over, and we see the persistent damage that's already taken from other sources cause it to kind of die to its wounds. But let's leave that method. Archie, it is your turn. You have nothing to sustain.
I have nothing to sustain. That's very true, Matt.
If you wanted to be able to spout the other Akata with salt water, I do have a boiling pot of salt water.
I
on the
mean,
way.
didn't the method just explode in salt water?
That's
True.
okay. I have a better idea. I have one
fair.
less spell slot, so I'm just gonna press this button so it removes it. Okay. Do I want to command or hideous laughter? Let's go with hideous laughter because he is still bon motted.
He is still bombarded.
I will bon mot Pontus.
Go for it.
He's laughing.
No.
His will is pretty...
Oh!
And I'm out of villain points. Fuck.
That's.
I'd like to think that this works because I have an intimate knowledge because he is of this individual, or at least a deep understanding of them.
He begins to chuckle. As he falls to the ground, grabbing his sides with laughter. The target falls prone and can't use actions or reactions for 1 round. It then suffers the failure effects.
Cool. I use my last action to arcane shot the Arcada.
Alright.
Would it still work through the glass, seeing as it's basically a missile?
I'm going to be giving
Cover?
resistance to the Akata.
Okay. That's a miss. Oh well.
Yeah. I mean, you got a critical success.
I know, right? I'm hitting hard.
Okay.
Sunshine!
Stride. What do you think is the range increment on a pot of boiling water?
I want to say 10 feet.
Okay.
10 feet feels fair to me.
Stride again.
Yep.
And then should be in range. Am I?
Yes, you will be.
Yeah. So then I am going to throw the pot of boiling water. Let me just grab the roll from here. Wait. There we go.
So you're
This is improv.
just throwing the pot at it?
The water from the pot, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is, and let me make sure. Targeted. It's probably a miss.
That will be a miss. You have a hero
I
point.
assume I do still do. Oh, I will. I'll hero point that. Why not? Yeah,
God.
I mean, I
Haven't
assume
updated
he
that.
still takes the splash damage.
He will still take the splash damage.
That's what I
Not
really-
on a crit failure.
Not on a crit.
That's not how. Yeah, for bombs, if it's
Yeah,
a crit
no, he
failure,
is
it doesn't
right
take
there.
splash damage.
It's a big pot, Matt.
No,
apparently,
Sam is right
it's
there.
also a magical pot now.
No, that's just because I grabbed the
I know,
first
I know.
ranged attack I have.
It's so funny though.
I believe you
Um,
have... No, you'd be out of actions now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's all three. Alright.
Sorry, Juliet.
All good.
It was a great idea.
Yeah.
I liked it. Prolix.
Yeah.
Everything's dead.
Already. So I have to approach, so I have to use an action. So might as well use an action that'll give me that allows me to move and can get panache.
That's fair. Ah. It's what you love to see.
There's no critical success. Oh. And I'll move here. And then
He is off guard. Well, he's also on the ground.
On the ground.
I mean,
Call me Quintus, because I'd be dropping people to their knees.
there's that hit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
13 points. And that loses panache.
For those
Kinda,
who are-
yeah.
For those who are playing alone at home, this is a severe encounter.
That means I have one action left. He doesn't have any actions this turn, so I'll just deck second time.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely feels like a severe encounter.
Yeah, as I have.
How
5
badly
HP.
we're rolling.
Yeah, we've had one thing die. We have one person with no HP, and the only reason that we're still mostly okay is because he's been eliminated for a round, and Bristleback only got 1.5 turns.
Yeah. Nope, I need to take that off the ruler. Look, you threw salty water at it.
Yeah, I did.
It is going to be very salty about that one.
It really is. As it tries to bite you twice and misses both times. Top of the round, Sola.
And then I missed. And then I bit again. And I bit again. But I missed both times.
Here we go, that's everyone.
Please tell me someone got that reference.
Oh yeah, no, I did.
Yeah.
We're just gonna remove them from the combat round.
Too far.
Figuring out you move.
Yeah. I move here. That'll give me a good line.
I mean, I thought you had a good line where you were.
That needs to reopen my character sheet because every time I cast a spell.
Oh, would it have been better if I had moved there? Because it didn't matter where.
2 action feel good. Wait,
Do
that's
action
gonna
feel
be-
good for Holix?
Yup.
Please be decent. Oh god. I mean, it's the plus 16, so... Holix, you'll heal
Why
the
you
23.
two action?
Yep. I believe that is you done, Solar, as you release your healing energy at Holix.
Correct.
As you feel good, incorporate.
Feel good and incorporate. Well, he's just gonna continue laughing. Because he's hideous laughter.
Yo, that's a
However,
big heal.
Archie. His laughter is starting to slow down. He still does not have reactions, but he will be slowed 1 on his next turn.
Nice. Um,
Let's put that
that's so big.
Price sustain to start?
Yeah, it is sustained. So it's sustained.
Yep, one action, sustain.
What the hell? Yes, sustain. Sustain, quick blink.
I'll
Can you
have to
quick
move
blink me
you
to
for-
there? Yeah.
Instantly, there's a good use of quick blink. Here we go.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I'm probably better off striding, but it's not as cool. Because what? That's 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, ruler. To 15. Yeah. better off striding. Do I want to close out now? He's only injured. We'll be fine. I arcane shot the Akata. Let's see here.
That is a hit.
Ooh, that's good damage.
That is good damage. I think that might do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I just pistol finger it.
For cow. All right.
That's the end of my turn.
That's both Akata down. Sunshine. Pontus is
Open hunt prey.
one action.
Which gives me a recall knowledge.
Go for it.
What can I do? Society?
Society would be best.
Okay.
Unless you want to use an applicable lore, but I don't think you would have something.
Sailing?
Nah. Oh,
I mean, kind of.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I would actually give you sailing for that
Then I'll
one.
go sailing.
Considering his
With his-
history,
Knowledge on hunting
Yeah, his
prey.
notoriety.
Blind GM roll. There you go. Tell me my questions.
you have one question.
Weaknesses.
I'll give you a gimme on this one. He has no
None.
weaknesses. However, his regeneration is shut off with salt water.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that is the
Do you have any left in your pot?
do I, Matt?
You would have dribbles.
Okay.
Not enough for a
well-
drenching, and it won't do that fire damage I was gonna do.
That is okay. Good to know. Matt, can I interact to dip the knife that I have in the dribbles?
You're using an action to do this? Yes, you may.
Yeah, interact. Okay, so I dip it, and then I'm gonna do.
Go for the
Um,
knife.
I'm gonna throw the knife.
I blame
Oh,
Baldur's
sorry.
Gate 3 for this, but I'm all about it.
Absolutely. But it is a cool mechanic.
It is a cool
What,
mechanic.
You can dip weapons?
Yeah.
I had suggested that before Baldur's Gate.
I never heard you say nothing.
Specifically with salt water. Well, fuck you.
He's even
God
on the ground
damn
too.
it.
Sorry.
Well, that's 3.
That is 3.
All right.
Rolex.
Yeah.
There's a salty dagger by you if you want to use it.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
So he's currently prone.
He is prone.
Okay,
He
so
will
I'll
also
just
be
do
slow
it for him.
one. Perform?
Do a backflip. Somersault.
Fair enough.
Fun jazz.
I mean, you're succeeding on these checks for your performances and for your acrobatics.
Yeah. 1 second. 1 second. I need to read or something.
Ninja, yeah, no. It's like applying poisons, but it's environmental instead of inventory. It's an improvisational thing. I probably wouldn't suggest it for people who are just starting out as GMing, but if you have a good working knowledge of the system, then you can do it pretty easily.
Is that a critical success? I don't think so, but I have to ask.
It's against his will DC.
He is still Bond mode.
It is not a critical.
Because if it was, you'd be fascinated.
No, it's just a success.
Cool. Then I will strike down at him.
That's not a crit?
Well, no, an 18 wasn't a hit.
Even with him being flat-footed.
He's a chunky boy.
Okay,
Wow.
it's fine. 10 points of damage. And as I plunge the blade down, I do. Is Captain Asher a boy or a girl? I can't remember.
Captain Asher, boy.
What? Captain Asher gives his regards.
His eyes go wide even as he softly chuckles.
And I'm no longer panache. I'll take a second attack while he's down. That's
You
critical,
wouldn't
man.
hit a man whilst he's down.
Where is
Yes, I would.
Absolutely.
There it is.
I'm hitting a man because he's down.
Oh, would that be frightened? Or no, is he frightened because I said Captain Asher?
He absolutely.
Oh,
You just quoted one of the people who killed him the first time.
Oh, really?
I think that should be considered a weakness, but go off.
yeah.
Deveris, welcome in, and this is Homebrew. That said, I am writing this up so it can be... so people can run it in their own ways.
Sinclair's Guide to the Seas.
Oh. And that is me.
That's you? Well, the cut is
yep,
going on.
Perform attack. Yep.
Sola!
Kinda didn't
Pontus
think we'd
is-
get back around to me, guys.
I made a little bit.
I'm trying.
It's a boss.
Try harder. God
Skill
damn it.
If
issue.
I could roll better, I would.
Skill issue. Yeah, there we go. I will take that.
Deveros, just quickly, if you go onto Pathfinder Infinite, there is a module on there called Smoke and Sails, I think it is, and it deals with some pirate type stuff. I am home brewing my own stuff. It's not quite ready for the public yet, though. You have one action remaining, Sola.
You're right, I am too close to the action. There we go.
All right. Ooh.
Walks from where Sola was, smacks Sunshine upside the head, and walks away.
Yeah,
better.
that feels about right. Feels about right.
He's
I
not
knew I
looking
should have
good.
brought my fire. Could have burnt this whole house down.
See, with the Zakata gone, I'm out of options for him for special things, so it's pretty much just the...
Well, he probably wants to stand up.
Yeah, that's part of the problem, because he's slowed.
Yep.
So,
Just stand and hit.
stands up,
Spend the action.
and then he's gonna pop you with his cane, because he doesn't have the actions to do anything else.
You can try.
Wow.
Oh, hey!
Yeah. I think you've probably heard my breath intake.
Oh god, Opportune riposte
Did he
as well.
stand up?
He did stand
He
up.
did.
Ah, dang. That's a hit.
That is a
I'll
hit.
take it.
You're not gonna do this disarm?
God no.
It
If
takes 6
disarm was a
damage.
better action, I'd consider it.
I do have to do his regeneration though.
Well, I mean, it does. If you succeed on it, it is a -4 to hit, isn't it?
Nope. It is -2.
-2. I mean, still, that's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's -4 to the subsequent checks, isn't it?
No, it's a +2 to disarm the subsequent check.
It's yes, +2, and they get a -2 to their DC.
That's him done.
Yeah.
He had to stand up. He slowed 1. Are you sustaining the hideous laughter
Oh yeah.
as he's using the
Why
cane
would
to
I-
brace
Whoa.
himself?
Why would I not? I use 1 action to stride. Actually, yeah. Where is he? Can't use reactions because he's still thinged,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so don't have to worry about that. You can stand behind me and stab people.
No. I
Oh, you don't
can't.
have the
I didn't
stick.
Bring my weapon.
You could use your saltwater blast thing to go to stop his regeneration.
Oh, briny bolt.
Yeah. Instead of moving.
He's flat-footed at the moment.
Could. Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna hit.
He's flat-footed and frightened.
The best odds you're gonna have.
It is the best odds I'm gonna have. Let's go. Yeah.
I believe
You
you
have a hero point.
I do? When
Yeah.
do I get a hero point?
Well, there was the
Just
one
do
from the midpoint.
I already used that.
Yeah, and you were
I
had
don't know.
2 to
You
begin
got a
with.
little symbol.
Yeah.
I
No,
should
have one.
I used mine.
I've used both the hero points. Oh
You
wait,
should
no, we
have- you had 3.
started with 2,
Yeah,
that's
Locutus
right.
was kind of to load everyone up.
and I got another one at the midpoint, and I only used 2.
Do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Do it.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
Good damage.
And his regeneration is turned off. So,
Swoosh.
all right, you have 1 action remaining, I believe. No,
Nah.
sustaining. Done.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Okay. I am going to step.
Yep.
I am going to I'm gonna try to grab.
Yep.
So
Athletics.
this is yeah. I'm gonna use my guidance. Wow.
Sorry.
What, skill
With the
issue?
3.
Yeah. No, I get that. Well. I am going to. Then. I
Step,
will...
grapple.
No, I'm just gonna. Sorry. Let me get my rats where I can see them.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm then gonna command my rats to come over here and do this one.
I'm
This-
glad command isn't an open action.
This is gonna suck for him. Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay.
Reflexes
So
By the
is
this
friend.
worse.
is-
Let's go.
3.
Hmm.
And they are on top of him. I'm just moving them off for targeting
Yeah.
purposes.
Yep.
That is 1, 2, 3. Yep. Done.
All right, Prolix. He is looking extremely unsteady on his feet, and it's not looking good for him. If you want to attempt a killing blow here, because I can see that this combat is eventually going to end for him.
Yeah.
He's just going to run out. We got to run out the hit points. So, if you want to attempt a killing blow on him,
Alrighty. Can I do the build up at least?
yeah, no, absolutely. I'm just letting you know because it may
Yeah.
change your actions, etc. I, as the
Not
GM, are letting you know.
Because it's all about. I'm gonna attempt to get panache.
Do you have a hero point, or did I forget to pull that off for you? No, you got one from Ninzard because Froggy Power.
Frog energy.
Yeah, and I use that immediately. But I know
Okay.
his will is his best save, and reflex is his worst. So I'll do tumble through.
It's successful
Yeah.
on the dot.
Yeah. Because that DC wise is. Okay. And then, I mean, confident finisher.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so strike.
Ooh, good hit.
That is a good hit. Do me the damage.
Oh, whoops! I forgot.
Wrong
one
dice.
second. Yeah, I forgot to put panache on.
Oh, roll you didn't roll your damage again then. Hit your damage again? Because they'll
Redo the button. There we go.
much better. However,
Yeah.
considering
no.
the time, and like I said, it's
Yeah.
basically just a bag of hit points you're knocking out at this point. How do you finish this, Frolix?
Okay. So
May I take the spotlight here?
you may.
Cool. So you've basically has everyone seen Varian's Fall at the start of the Legion expansion?
No.
Those are
Okay.
words that I've never heard.
Yes, I have actually.
So you've basically pierced his heart or his chest with your rapier, and you've brought him to the ground. And I stride up in front of him,
Sorry, I'm moving you.
and in a tone of voice that you two are unfamiliar with, you also see Archie unwrap and pull up his sleeves. Something, again, you've never seen Archie with anything less than full-length sleeves. Cast Dragon Crawls, grab Pontus by the shoulder with one arm. Cousin Samuel, you've disgraced the family name. You've terrorized its citizens. And that, I condemn you to the judgment of the Grey Lady. And then, very Temple of Doom, use the other claw to stab into his heart.
Very nice. Then drop him, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
As
The
he
rest is down to Pharasma.
Yeah,
As
I guess
he
I'll withdraw
falls-
a snake bite.
As he falls to the ground, you can see him struggling and concentrating, and you can see the wounds that he has sustained across his body. There's a sparking of energy as the wounds attempt to close, but then the magic just dissipates, and you watch as all of these old wounds that he has sustained over the years since his resurrection start to appear across his body, as his clothing even begins to tear from his body. And you see the keel hauling, the damage that was done to him, appear on his body as he finally dies.
I'm sprinkling him with what little salt water I have left. The sort of like what after all the deterioration is sort of just like a mound of flesh you see Sunshine just dumping the bucket on.
Just like pour out the last little bit, shake the bucket a couple of times.
Yeah, you know, really get it.
Alright, that said,
So,
we are going to have to close it up
one
pretty quickly. But yes,
second.
Frolix, do your thing while I
Matt?
find a raider.
I got a question. How do you want to proceed with Frolix?
That's kind of up to you. We might discuss that off stream, yeah?
Okay, cool.
Because there is some things that you may or may not want to reveal. I'm not 100% sure. But I know you can't be here next week. We've already had that discussion.
Yeah.
All that said, like I said, I'm going to close this out pretty quickly because we are well over time and like people need food, etc. So,
Yes.
check out the throne if you want to support the stream. Check out my socials. Particularly, I have a goal at the moment on the throne to get some custom artwork done for Hoist the Colors, particularly for the players and for some of the creatures I'm doing. Otherwise, we're probably going to raid it into Aussie Devro, who is playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion at the moment. Otherwise, this has been Tabletop Obscura presenting Hoist the Colors, powered by Foundry VTT for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, with music by Michael Gelfi. I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
We're the storytellers.